I need that sports encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur still is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB Show.
What up? It is Truth Telling Thursday. We are here. Pound the like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one. This show is powered by BetUS. We got a great guest, Super Bowl, two-time Super Bowl champ, UCLA legend, the pride and joy of Watts, California. What's up, baby? James Washington joins the show this morning on a Truth Telling Thursday. Smitty and I will get into about 1,000 topics that are going on around the world of sports. Florida Panthers moved on in the NHL. Smitty's going to break down the whole NHL playoff race. We're going to dive into that. And we got a lot more to discuss, obviously, as the NBA just continues to plummet with horrific television. It is the NBA Conference Finals, and we continue to have no-shows, which end up with 30-point blowouts. Last night's OKC T-Wolves game was never close. Minnesota never got off the bus, and it is fucking a shame that these overpaid prima donnas can't give effort. It takes zero fucking talent to give effort, everybody out there. Just so you know, take that little coaching point from me. So when you watch your favorite stars that you bet on DraftKings, FanDuel, and BetUS, make sure you realize it takes zero talent to give effort. And last night, you saw zero effort by a bunch of over-talented, overhyped, overpaid under-deliverers. We are out here comparing Anthony Edwards to Michael fucking Jordan and Kobe Bryant. All this bullshit needs to stop. These cats are a joke, literally. Anthony Edwards' post-game presser was a mockery to everyone who competed to win a title. Can you imagine Kobe, Jordan, Magic, Bird saying, I'm not hurt at all. I'm young. I'm fine. Again, these cats have zero investment in the game that pays them hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's a slap in the face to the fans across America and the world who want to see competitive basketball at the so-called highest level. This is truly unwatchable. And seriously, how many people turned the game off after the first quarter or even maybe sooner last night? We have had several NBA players on this show, so don't just say, JB, you just up, mad hater, capping. How many NBA players have we had on in the last few weeks who say they channel surf because it is so hard to watch? 10-year NBA vets come on this show and say, man, I turned that shit off. It's so bad. Adam Silver, you have a problem. But what do I know? What I do know is the Far East Sider, 317, Tyrese Halliburton loving. Now, all of a sudden, Indianapolis Pacer jocking, Caitlin Clark loving, LeBron hairline having, AR5 defending, Lamar Jackson loving. Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty joins us on a Truth Telling Thursday.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's Truth Telling Thursday, man. We here live, we lit. Naptown is up right now, man. The city of Naptown is up, man. Tyrese Halliburton, the best point guard in the game. Last game had a 30-point triple-double. You still got the young folks, still people in the media hating on him. He about to shut it down tonight in New York City. I'm going to tell all the New York fans, go ahead and put your Timbs on one more time. Put on your all-black Tim, your wheat Tims, your red Tim, whatever color Tims you got. Put them on tonight because it's going to be the last time you get a chance to wear them at the Madison Square Garden this basketball season because the Indiana Pacers is going to end the things tonight. But what's going on, everybody, man? Listen, we got Young Bailey in the background. We got Young JB to the left, to the right of me, to the left of
Where's Bailey? Where's Bailey?
He in the background.
You got a white wall behind you, homie.
Like the background, though. Like,
we need to get a background. I gotta get another studio or something. Fuck.
In the background. Don't worry about that. Let's get the money.
We did a lot in the last year, by the way. I just looked back. We did a whole bunch of shit last year that, like, anyway.
Just trying a whole bunch of shit. Like,
so go ahead. You got Bailey in the back. You got Bailey in the back. Go ahead.
Here. And then we got the crazy fans like Jamal W. We got Kyle. We got Christopher DeBono. We got From the Sandbox Sports. We got Jesse U, LBC, Rio. And then we got Gene, of course, who loves you. And we got Boston Richie.
And Ron.
And we got Souls of Thought. I fuck with Souls of Thought.
Who?
Souls of Thought.
Oh, Souls of Thought. I thought it was Soldier. I was like, oh, Smitty just said Soldier. And I was like, oh, not another fucking Soldier Boy.
Shout out to Team Mitchell, man. There you go. Now you on the right side. Team Mitchell was tripping the other day.
Hell yeah.
Back doing.
No, you know why? No, I think you're micro on this.
What?
He's fire background because white.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not racist, so I'm cool.
He black though.
I'm not racist though.
He black though.
I saw everybody in the chat before the show started. Just let y'all know we do see y'all comments, and they agreed that we're gonna blame Smitty for the show being late today, regardless of what the reason is. They decided they're gonna blame me.
Oh, really? I didn't get to see that.
Yeah, you see Max Hess right here. Smitty, why'd you make the show late? He was like the leader who decided to get everybody together. So shout out to Max Hess.
So Max is the instigator.
Yes.
Got you. He leads the pack.
I think we have like multiple leaders within our like chat, but he's one of the guys who has the power and influence to rein in and bring in the others to do one mission. So shout out to you.
See, don't ever judge a book by its cover. I know Smitty, he a brother, BPS, they say is always colored people time, CP time.
CB time. Yeah.
That it was on me. See, you guys judge a book by its cover. I gotta be real. It wasn't his fault. So I own it up. I own up to it, homie. So you guys are really all wrong. So is what it is. So now you guys all need to apologize.
Ron said Grand Wizard of the Chat. That's crazy.
Who is?
I think Ron said he the Grand Wizard of the Chat.
He is.
I don't know. Like all he said was Grand Wizard of the Chat.
Hey, by the way,
that's crazy.
By the way, though, it doesn't accept it. He still says you.
No matter what you say, it's thing of all.
Hey, shout out! Speaking of the white, your president, our president, homie, he got a brother out of jail after 73 years old. Homie, OG gangster. What do you guys say about that? I haven't seen you post anything about it. I was wondering, did you forget to post about it?
I mean, I'm not a GD or nothing like that, but I know how big Larry Hoover is, to the gangster disciples. So I'm sure they're happy about it. But I'm not a GD. I mean, it don't do nothing for me, But
what about Trump though? Letting the brother out though?
Don't really do nothing for me.
You so against it. Like Larry Hoover got out. Like that'd be like equivalent out here to Freeway Rick. Like if he let Freeway out,
for real, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what man just randomly let Larry Hoover out. When I saw it, I'm like, this is very random.
What about NBA young boy or whatever his name is?
Yeah, him too. It just I don't know. It feels
about
very random.
Kodak Black.
It feels very random. No, you're right. It's NBA young boy.
Trump brothers love Trump.
I'm wondering I'm gonna sit back and wait. Cause
he trying to get like some more hood cats so he could. So when the shit cracks off, We got it. We got everything covered, don't we?
No, I'm just gonna wait because I don't know if he's trying to get somebody else out that's gonna be controversial, so he's trying to like balance it out. I don't know. It just feels weird. It's just random. Like, be real. This is extremely random. Like, I saw.
Well, he let three like some I don't even know who they are. The three celebrity white folks. Who are they? I don't know who they are.
I ain't see on my timeline only shows the black people. I didn't know.
Hey, Jay Aaron. No, I know Jay Aaron mentioned the three white folks he let out, so that was the cover up. But I'm curious to Jay Aaron. Jay Aaron, can you give me the number Biden pardoned real quick?
He did pardon some folks though.
Oh, okay, Jay Aaron.
I don't trust, but this ain't no for real on real shit. I don't.
What do you mean? I was being a smart ass. What do you mean? He's fucking pardoned thousands, homie, like criminals. Hey, Jay Aaron, have you mentioned all those? By the way, I'm waiting to see. See, I love how you motherfuckers pick and choose.
They both did some shit when, like, I remember when Trump was out, he was like, when he was about to get out of office the first time, he was partying like Kodak.
Hey, I remember when Biden posted a tweet. Nobody's above the law. When Trump got
when Trump did it.
When Trump got accused of all
the shit,
and then the motherfucker loses, and then he pardons his crooked ass coke snorting, horror snorting bitch son, and I was like, damn, motherfucker, Biden. I thought nobody was above the law though.
Yeah, but that's family. We all hypocrites, homie. If I ran shit, homie, and you got arrested, JB, I'm gonna get you out. Like, you the homie, you the I'm gonna get you out. So it's what it is. What's up? Go ahead, Jason. Huh?
I hate to do
Don't say it.
Because remember when it came down to you and Ash.
Right. I know, but I'm a real one. Like, I'm not gonna let you
I get it
on me. I'm real.
I get it. But I'm saying, like, I'm just going back to your blood thicker than water comment.
Yeah,
I'll leave my family. I'm leaving my shit in there.
But you don't fuck with your family, so you're very unique. Like, I fuck with my family and I fuck with like people I care about and shit like that. So, you know, I wouldn't leave you in there, Jason.
Yeah, I don't fuck with white moms. I mean, I could fuck around and leave everybody in there. But anyway, we got a lot going on, Smitty. I don't know. Anyway, NBA, you heard my lead in. Another horrible game. I tried to watch this, Smitty. I tried to watch it and chill right here, and it literally, like, they didn't get off the bus. The game was so bad right out the gate. It was already like, I'm looking at the game like, you kidding me? 21-6? And I'm like, oh shit.
As soon as I turned the game, because I was late, I turned the game on. It was like 8-28. I'm like, damn. Like,
and then it was 43-13. I'm like, what the fuck, homie? You don't even start the game. Like, it's like no effort. I'm just watching cats for transition, throw the ball away. Motherfucker didn't even turn and chase them or run. Like, I was like, these cats ain't even trying to be there. And this is a like conference finals game.
Okay, so your defense was so damn good though, boy.
It's not like it's a best of 5 first round. Like, it's a conference finals game, homie. Like, by the way, some of you guys is GOAT, Brian Case, Max Hess, a lot of you guys, or Max is Kobe, but a lot of you guys that love LeBron, he lost to this team in 5 that just got fucking absolutely mollywopped by OKC.
Yeah, so, but I will say this in like matchups matter though.
Yeah, but still, LeBron is still who he is.
Matchups matter. OKC is a defensive minded team first. They're the youngest team that makes the NBA final thing since the former OKC when it was Westbrook, Harden, and KD, meaning that they can fucking run all day. That's complete opposite. Like, the Timberwolves playing against the Lakers, slow, older, no deep. It's like the complete opposite. So just matchup wise, that worked better for the Timberwolves. This OKC team, I never really thought the Timberwolves had a realistic chance. Unless Ant just went crazy every game, went 50 points, and even the game he went crazy and hoop, they still lost. So it's just like OKC so damn good. They've been the best team all year long, if we're being real. No one just wanted to give them their props because we were like, okay, they're so young, they're unproven. Let's see what they do in the playoffs, and now they're proving that this is real and they're legit.
Yeah, so, Rudy Gobert is so soft, homie. Like literally, I get like a certain like phobia when I watch him play.
What you get on?
I don't know. Between him and what's the name? Cat.
After all that,
those are 2 big feminine motherfuckers, homie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
After all that,
I've never seen 7-footers so feminine in my motherfucking life. Like, seriously. And one of them misses a game and had the baby thing we talked about. No. I'm saying we talked about each of us have our own opinion. And then his girl leaves him, and then Cat. You seen Cat throw a pass like this shit is so feminine. I've never seen nothing like it. Seriously,
we be joking about it at
work. Yeah,
you know. And,
yeah. You like,
running the stuff.
Who, like you, Paul, Irvin.
No, I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying like I got a lot of jobs.
Give me all the names that like talk about them.
I got a lot of jobs, so I ain't talking about that job.
Oh, I gotcha.
We won't do that at Fox.
Anyway, quote of the day, Smitty, powered by BetUS. Let's break it down.
I love BetUS.
You can head over there today and get this game 5. I'm sorry, the Knicks back at the Garden.
Game 6.
Trying to stave off elimination. It's funny that this is perfect segue for the quote of the day, powered by BetUS. Use our promo code Coach JB. Smitty, setbacks are pauses, not endings. Don't confuse the two.
Ooh.
This is a setback for Jalen Brunson right now tonight. This is just a setback. Pause, like you like to say. It's not the ending. It's not over yet. So don't let it be yet.
I like this because like I get on the Stairmaster sometime and like maybe like my shoe gets untied and I gotta tie my shoe real quick. Sometimes I gotta just press the pause button and it says you got 2 minutes to get back started, but like hurry up. So I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna tie that shoe, and I'm gonna press start, and I'm gonna keep going right where I left off at. I'm not stopping. I just gotta take a quick pause and then continue the race. I like that, JB. That was deep.
Can you correct this?
D. Jones said JB caping for Brunson.
Fuck, man. You guys gotta stop. You can't come at me with bullshit, horribly grammatically spelled punchlines, homie, because I will murder you in the chat. Spell right. You have Google, you have phones, you have access to spelling words correctly.
I think he spelled it right.
Capping, no, it's not. It's capping. He meant
caping. He meant like you putting your cape on for Brunson.
That ain't right either.
I think he's right.
No, he's wrong.
Let me see real quick because I'm not the great. I ain't the best speller no more because spell check has fucked me up. But I think he's right.
Caping is not a word.
Like stop caping for.
Caping is not a word though.
That's a phrase.
No. It's BPS phrase, but look in the dictionary. Caping doesn't exist, homie, and it would have an E in it.
Well, nah, yeah, but anytime you're changing the variation of the word, like there's time when you drop the E and put an ing. Like we have situations where you do that with the English language.
Hey, G Wizzle, shut the fuck up. He's right. Why? Because he's a brother? You old fuck.
See, got nothing to do with race. I'm saying I know like that's a phrase that's used like.
No, it's a Ebonics phrase.
Yeah, sure. Like
I'm saying it's not in the dictionary. It's not in the dictionary.
But you know what he means, Jay. See, he making a big deal over it. He's saying stop putting on your K because you fuck with Brunson, which he's
it right.
Fan of the show.
Spell it right, homie.
But if you put another P in there, now it's capping. No, that's a different. It's a different. It's changing everything.
He didn't explain it right.
I call in real quick.
Fuck it, we'll talk about this whole show. Fuck, you want to talk about English class, homie?
Let's do it. Put
it in the definition. Put it in the dictionary, and then talk about it. Poll question. Contrary to belief, brought to you by BetUS. Smitty, I don't match energy. I shut the power off.
So you don't match it. You just turn the whole damn thing off.
And you know that to me, by the way. That's my own shit, by the way. I just shut the motherfucker off. I don't even talk to you no more. Like anything, like bitches. You do me wrong one time, homie. I may forgive some folks, but I never forget. It's very similar. Like I'll forgive you maybe, but I won't forget.
It's a lot of pressure, like being your friend, co-host, whatever. It's like if I slip up one time, just one time, it's over. This whole show's going to shit. Like
I think you should live that way though, because I think in 10 years from now, when you're closer to my, you'll be like,
20 more years.
JB was right. I mean, that motherfucker was actually right. JB was right. Like it's I fucking should have never gave that dude a second chance. He fucked me. Like I'm telling you, watch. One day you're gonna be like, damn, motherfucker was right. But anyway,
break them down to you real quick, man.
Yeah.
When you go to a hood spot, whether it's like a chicken spot, catfish spot, barbecue spot, if they don't give you this right here, take all the food back, homie. It's not a real spot. If they don't give you the 2 pieces of white bread with the napkin and the fork inside a plastic bag. Take the whole damn meal back. It's not a real hood spot. I just want to let y'all know that right now. Some of y'all grew up privileged like Gene. So I was going to make sure if you ever go to hood spot and get some food, if you don't get this, Gene, it ain't really a hood spot, homie. Carry on, JB.
That's not a hood spot either. So they used to give us the entire, the picture we show for white people.
Loaf, yeah, I know. I can get that too. I know.
And they gave us the whole Wonder Bread, that loaf right there.
I know. We can do that too.
I mean, I'm saying they just gave you a loaf. And let me give you a little tip. If you go to a hood spot, and there is not a full roll of the paper towel roll on the table, it's not a hood spot. Not a hood spot. It's a paper towel roll, homie. You should be able to roll the paper towel right out like at the house.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's a Cali. Speaking of Hoodcast, we got two-time Super Bowl champ, What's Up legend, the pride of L.A. Jordan, James Washington joining the show today. UCLA legend. Smitty, the coach that's now going to coach the young man and his father that came on the show yesterday, he was the kid's coach. He mentioned James Boyd, the kid that I coached his whole family, their whole lives, was a two-time unbelievable basketball and football player. James Boyd went to USC. But that's where Eli's from, the Jordan Downs, L.A. Jordan, and that's where James Washington played, by the way. So he's an alum from that school. So we'll have him on later on. Smitty, poll question. Let's dive right into it. Powered by BetUS. The Knicks will force Game 6 tonight.
Man, you know what's crazy? Like my initial breakdown and opinion of it was saying that, hey, I do believe the Knicks will win one game in New York. They lost the first two, and then Indy will end it in Indy. But the way the energy going right now around the city, man, the way the Pacers is just looking, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I think the Pacers going to go ahead and end it tonight. I don't think we're not even going to give them one game in New York. We're not going to give them a chance to breathe. Not breathe with a V and the E. I think it's a wrap tonight. I think it's over in New York. All the New York fans going to be disappointed. Stephen A. Smith, Spike Lee, Ben Stiller, all of them are going to be upset after
Ben
tonight.
Stiller now is like a name. Now we'll use Ben Stiller's name since Pat McAfee basically gave Ben Stiller a new platform.
Yeah, shout out to McAfee, homie.
When did McAfee show up tonight? Because Ben Stiller called him out.
I hope. What did he say? Yeah, I heard he was upset. Like on Twitter.
Fucking around. Nah, he was fucking around. He tweeted out during Pat's show. He was like, "Pat, come to Game 5 in New York."
I hope he does. I hope Pat does. It would actually be smart for Pat anyway, just to add more, just whatever to the show and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But I think it's a wrap tonight, man. The Patriots is a better team. Tyrese Halliburton's better than Jalen Brunson, respectfully. Jalen Brunson fan of the show. I'm just being real with you. Tyrese has been better than him, at least in this series, at least. As the Patriots are just too deep. On top of that, I just think that any given night, any player for the team could just go off. Like you just don't know. Like I have no clue who's gonna be the guy tonight. It might not be Halliburton. It might be Siakam might drop 40. It might be Neesmith that goes out there and makes 9-3. It might be Nembhard. It might be Miles Turner who wakes up and gets 20 and 20. Like that's what makes the Patriots so great. They play a selfless style of basketball. Nobody cares who gets busy on any given night. They just want to win. And shout out to Rick Carlisle for being for after coaching all these years, still being a great coach and finding a way to connect to this team and figure out a way to motivate them at the highest level, man. And listen, this series is over. I think it ends tonight. Worst case scenario, if the Knicks find a way to pull this one off, they're damn sure going to end in Game 6 back home in Indy. So that's where I'm at, homie.
There's only one coach left in the tournament that has a title, and that's him.
Bad boy. Dallas Mavericks, where they beat the Heat, LeBron's Heat, and D-Wade and them.
Yeah. So it is what it is. That's one guy. So if you're a betting guy, I believe it's right now. Let me see. On BetUS, I believe it's minus 550 or minus 600 for the Thunder to win it all, and the Pacers are at. If you're a betting man, let's see.
Minus 500. That's good odds for OKC. Like that's
minus 550, I believe, on BetUS. On ESPN and other affiliates, I believe it's minus 600.
For the Pacers to win? Or
no, OKC.
Oh, then I want to know what it is for the Pacers to win then.
No, that's what I'm looking right now on BetUS.
Minus 2,000. I might put $100 on it just off the GP. Go to BetUS TV, y'all, right now and figure it out. Place your bet on Bet US. Tell them Coach JB and Big Smitty sent you there.
Minus 750
for the Pacers.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should put 1,000 on it, JB. Like you put 1,000 on it is what I mean. And then like if we win, we split it. If you lose, then you take the hit.
We should put 1,000 in it. I'll put it up, and then if we win, though, you still get half, right?
Yeah.
Like that. Like we just skipped over. No, you didn't put a shit in on it.
But I'm the one who like educates you on why we should do it, though.
You don't me that we go and get out. Like, man, let's get some 40s, and like, you don't get out the car though.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Biggs. I didn't mean. I meant plus. My bad, Biggs.
Yeah, he meant plus. I knew what he meant. See, that's what I'm saying. I know my co-host. I know my co-host.
OKC's minus though.
They minus. Got you.
Anyway, I think the Knicks win tonight. I'm going to bet the Knicks tonight that they'll take it to Game 6. I got a funny feeling if they do get to Game 6, though, they can win in Indiana one more time, and then they'll be back here in Game 7. So I don't think the series is over. That's what I'll leave it at that.
I guarantee. I bet you anything you want to bet that this series is over. If you want to go that route
tonight.
Nah, because you're talking bigger shit now. You're saying if they win tonight, then they can win in Indy and they can go to Game 7.
Well, I'm saying they won one already there. So I'm thinking that they can win. Every time you got Jalen Brunson.
We won 2 in New York.
No, I get it. I'm just saying they did win in Naptown at least. So at least they can win there. If they go to Game 6, I believe that their confidence will be high. That's all I'm saying. And I wouldn't be shocked. It won't be no 30-point blowout like it was fucking last night in that shit-ass series in the West.
It won't be that. I give you that.
But anyway, let's dive into the show, Smitty. This show is powered by Bet US. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. We got a loaded show today, a loaded lineup today. And Smitty's going to dive into it.
Let's do it, man. First topic of the day, 35 minutes into it. Shedeur Sanders, man. Hey, then line it up in Browns OTAs, man. ESPN did a Cleveland OTA scoreboard, kind of showing, you know what the different QBs statistics look like. I guess day one of OTAs. You got Flacco here, 9 of 14 completions, 1 touchdown, no picks. Shedeur Sanders, 7 of 9 completions, very efficient, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Kenny Pickett, 9 of 16, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks, didn't really do anything. And then our guy Gabriel, 11 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Really good day there, but he did throw that pick. So just hey, it's OTAs. It's nothing to like go crazy about. It's their fucking practice. No pads on. But hey, this is what we got. So we're gonna take the information that we have and go with it. And it'll be interesting to see just how this dynamic goes. One thing that's very telling is that Shedeur got the least amount of reps. If you see, he went 7 for 9, which makes sense. Like 5th round quarterback, that's going to happen. So you have to make the most of your reps. And by the look at the stats and the numbers, looks like he did just that.
Oh, that looked horrible right there.
Yeah, that was like wobbly and stuff. He just kind of
anyway. That just looked horrible. But you know what's crazy? They really. Oh, anyway, they
Peyton Manning's ball did that. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, this ain't Peyton Manning. No,
I'm just saying.
Anyway, stop mentioning those guys, man. No, you're not just saying. Here's the thing. Are we really taking these? Is this really the stat line that you want to discuss in fucking practice? This is it
right now.
Who posted this?
ESPN or one of these CBS or one of them.
So this is some sort of Browns insider that. Are you fucking shitting me? So, come on, homie. This is unbelievable, dog.
It's ESPN.
Huh?
It's ESPN, homie.
Oh, you just saw what I put in there?
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's how I wake up every day. Show it, Bailey. Yeah, you want to show these motherfuckers? This is how I wake up when I talk about these motherfuckers, homie.
I'm gonna say pause just right now. Like,
but
yeah, finish your take. I'm sorry. Finish the take for it. We'll get to it.
But look.
But look.
I thought you saw it earlier. Anyway.
No, I just saw. That's how it threw me off.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
I'm telling you right now, this is a mockery. Mm-hmm. And I would bet dollars to dimes that it's Flacco or Pickett's job day one. And just so we're clear, 9 of 16 for 0 for 0, and then go down 11 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Since he threw the ball 7 times more, I would argue that it was probably, to your point, more of meat and potatoes of the offense, meaning that they ran probably a little bit more complexity when it comes to the actual game, the playbook. Mm-hmm. So the 11 of 16, 2 touchdowns and a pick, I would venture to say it was a much better day than 7 of 9, 3 touchdowns, probably all in the low red that were swing passes. So I don't look at these stats. It's fucking a joke. It's a mockery. Practice? Anyway.
That's when you figure out who's going to start, though. So, practice does matter. That's where I earned my reps. That's where in high school, when I was a third string guy, I had to work my way up to become, a starter my freshman year for the freshman team. It started at practice. When I was on JV, and then with college, I had to work my practice.
I think we know that practice matters. What I'm saying is, I've never seen fucking a stat line come out and actually cats talking about this is the guy. It's a joke, homie.
Nobody say he the guy. We just showing you the stats.
I get it. I'm just saying it's a joke to how we actually do this shit. I
think he's misunderstood, man. I really think I'm a good reader of people. I think Shedeur really a cool cat, a good kid. He's confident and stuff like that. That's cool. That's who his pops is. But I think he's a cool cat, man. I think you in the locker room with him. You really vibing with him you gonna be cool with him. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's confused.
Humble cat, got drafted 5th round, was still excited.
I think about confused. I think he's confused. I think he's confused. I think he's confused between what his daddy was and how he damn, that motherfucker nutted me out. And I didn't get half of what he had. That's why I think he's confused.
I think he's a good kid. NFL, homie. Stop.
I think he's a good kid too, to your point. I agree. I think he's a good-hearted kid. I don't think he's some malicious kid at all. But I don't.
He's a good football player. I think confused. The man got drafted in the NFL. Some you and I can never say we did.
You want to watch?
You and I can never say we did. He got drafted. Yeah, his dad set the bar extremely high.
You want to watch?
So sorry, he's not as good as his daddy was. Okay,
if he sent you a watch, you rock it.
Is the pig pussy pork? Hell yeah, I'm watching. You will rock it, homie. That's stupid. Hell yeah. Why wouldn't you rock a rollie on your wrist?
Oh. Micro, homie.
You got some weird rules you follow, man.
I'm trying to teach this motherfucker. Man, I take it too, but I'm selling it. I'm not rocking it.
Well, I like watches, though, so that's what I'm saying. I got a lot of watches at home.
BPS, homie. Yeah, any excuse to use that motherfucker.
If you're going to sell it, homie, save it, sell it years later. See, that's the thing. You don't understand business. Rollies are like real estate right now, homie. You can get a watch and hold it for a couple years and it will appreciate. You'll make more money. If you get it and sell it immediately, you're not making no real deal money. Anybody gonna want it. It's gonna be it's gonna be the same price as from the store. So I gotta educate my young man right here, man. He don't be knowing certain things.
I love when the dick rider, when the prime sexual. Literally I'll make this motherfucker my thumbnail for the next fucking 6 months. You sorry bitches. I'll make this motherfucker the fucking thumbnail every single day. I love it. It makes my dick hard when I wake up. Let me show you what I look like. I actually wake up when I think about this motherfucker being on my thumbnail. So all you Rios and Jizzies or Jizzle or Whizzle or whatever the fuck your name is, all you fucks come in here. This is how I wake up every day, thinking about you. Show this shit.
Hey, what's up, man? Look at this shit. Oh, is it too much?
I'd say so.
Well, you kept taking the shots.
I thought I was supposed to.
You were at the pamphlet.
Pamphlet?
Yeah, day one pamphlet. Explains what can happen.
You don't think maybe this deserves more than a pamphlet?
We can fix it. We can fix it. All right? Just calm down. You go to the back hallway. There's a door marked staff. Okay? They can help you.
That's the skin, homie? That's how I walk in this motherfucker, thinking of Rio. Oh, bitch ass. That's how I think of you, motherfucking Whizzle.
Very funny.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to see that. That's what you need, though. That's what you need to cut my shit off. But no, I don't want to see that.
That's not a good thing, though. You know, there's women who often say, like, nah, like some guys can be too big. And
yeah,
like,
they say
it
that.
hurts them, and they say it's actually not.
I think that's cat.
Nah, some women, like, ask the ladies in the chat. The ladies will say they've had guys who are too big to where, like, usually it's like, oh my God, it's so cool. But when they go inside, I'm like, this shit don't feel good to me. You know what I mean? So it's a balance.
They don't know what they're doing.
The balance.
No, it is a balance, but they don't know what they're doing. Women are lying to you.
Like, I'm the perfect, like.
Let me give you.
I'm right at 10, so I'm the perfect like size. Go ahead.
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
They lying to you because you're not as big as the last cat they just fuck with, and now they're trying to make you feel better about yourself.
We got a new person right here in the show. Brittany M. Smitty, you're absolutely right. Brittany, shout out to Brittany.
Brittany, keep it real, Brittany. Stop. You guys have babies.
Brittany, share your story real quick, please.
You guys have babies. Lucy, tell them you guys have babies. Just keep it real.
Babies come out.
Leah, tell them this is not. They just had a bigger cat and they wanted to make you feel good. They didn't want to disrespect you, so they're saying, you know what, Smitty, it's okay. You know, too big is just not. Man, the last cat I had, man, Dingo, this motherfucker was just too big.
Because the baby not going back inside the cat, it's coming out. And when a woman is having a baby, the body, God's so amazing. There's certain things that happens with the body. The hips open up. There's different things that prepares the woman's body. That's why it's so amazing to give birth. When they're just having sex, there's nothing happening to the body that prepares the vagina to take a 15-inch. She said, okay, LMAO, not sharing a story, but after a certain size, I'm not comfortable. Okay, Brittany, okay.
What did you say? Did you say something to her?
Well, I told her to, like, as she made the first comment, I said, share your story. Share your story, like, in the comments of, like, what happened with you that made you respond so quickly that I was correct. So, but if she's not comfortable publicly, I understand that. But give us this answer, Brittany, if you will, because we're men. We don't know. What's the size? Like, what's the cutoff? Like, what's the point where you're like, all right, ain't that bigger than this? It's too much. Just so we know. Pause.
Sheena said you don't got to pause with a woman.
Well, I'm just pausing for us because I feel like the whole conversation is like pausable. So just to protect us.
Yeah. Anyway.
Texas J, that's very pausable. Like, you shouldn't even know what JB has. For you to even say that, that's like just that's.
I didn't see it. I don't even.
He said JB got the shrimp. But it's a man who's saying it, so that's just kind of weird for like a man to even say that.
Exactly.
You know, it's very weird.
Exactly. Shrimp these nuts. Here we go, Smitty. Let's dive into it. It's all bullshit. The stat line for practice is bullshit. It is what it is. But you know, we'll see. Smitty, time will tell. That's all. I'm just excited to see what this NFL season looks like, because I have a feeling it's probably going to even decline more than last year. Let's dive into the next topic, Smitty.
Let's dive into it. We got next. We got
Wait, what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Brittany M, in closing, in summation, she said, honestly, average size is fine. I don't think we are hung up on size like y'all are. There you go. Black woman spoke. The black woman speak, you listen.
What's average size mean, though?
I think the average, I mean, she probably talking about like in that 5 to 6 range.
That's average, and then is that the national average, I think?
I don't know. Somebody look it up. Our researcher, look it up.
What she's mean by size like y'all are, because that would be plausible, right? Are we talking about, like, for us, it would be like size of your titties or ass. Like, I don't know. Is that?
I don't know. Who said size like y'all are? Who said that?
She said that. She said,
I didn't.
Yeah, you're micro. You're micro, homie. You're micro.
No. She's saying,
I get it, but I'm saying
the one is hung up on, men are hung up on size.
No, I get it, but I'm saying, like,
I'm not saying we average.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, she thinks that it's a dick measuring contest among men when you're around the watering hole. It's a dick measuring contest. That's what she's saying. But I'm saying we're not men that I know. We're talking about our dick sizes. Right. We're talking about titties, shit like that. So it is what it is. But anyway, moving on amicably.
I don't know how we got tape for like a free game Thursday.
Yeah.
Moving on amicably though, 646. Next topic, man. Let's talk a little bit of college here. Kirby Smart says that high school recruits are getting paid as much as $20,000 a month by collectives to uphold their commitments. And if they decommit, which isn't a word in the dictionary, they're asked to return their compensation. JB, how you feel about this? Is this news to you? Did you already know this? What say you? Damn, Leah. Okay, I'm sorry, focus. That threw me off.
Leah hit me. Kirby Smart.
Perfect, Dan, Leah. That's the case. So you said Kirby Smart. So high school recruits are getting minus 20,000.
Oh, my back.
20,000.
Back hurt. I got a lot of weight in the front.
Leah said width is more important than length. She said so. All right. So Kirby Smart says high school recruits are getting paid just as much as $20,000 a month to just keep their. So all right. So let's say I'm a high school player. Darnell Smith, Warren Central High School. I'm 16. Georgia gave me an offer. I verbally commit to make sure that I stay loyal to them. They're saying, okay, as of right now, our collective is going to give you $20,000 a month up until graduation to make sure you stay as a Georgia commit. In any given moment, if you decide to back out and go to South Carolina, those payments that we paid you, you got to pay that back. This is very dangerous because you're dealing with kids.
I don't
and
see
good parents.
How you paying them back?
Exactly my point. Because if I already spent that $60,000 from them last 3 months, I don't have the money. So now you're in a dilemma. Is there a contract signed? Like what's the legalities behind this? Is this all a verbal? Eutrina Johnson. Smitty gives me the sense he doesn't bathe. Just dirty. Stay on his neck. Number 12. Damn, I get that vibe, Eutrina.
Is that is this real?
I mean, I can't be mad at her or him or it. You know that's their opinion.
She real?
Yeah, I think it's real. So like, if Eutrina believes that, that's her opinion.
Is that a real name? Is that you ever heard that name in the BPS?
I've heard of Trina, not Eutrina. You know, or a Trina. You know,
it sounds like urethra.
Yeah, it sound like
a genital.
It sound like UTI, like her initials or something. Like
I would hit if she had any like body, but
sound like she ain't like clean. But like, if that's her opinion, that's cool. That's fair. Like, it's our show. You want to have an opinion? Have an opinion.
Number 12 though.
I don't. Is that Shedeur? I don't know. That threw me. That's your number, your jersey number. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah.
But, hey, I'll say this, Eutrina. If you see me in public, come smell me and see if you're right.
E40, smell me.
Just understand that, you know, if my wife around, she might.
No, Dirk. I'm not giving you shit, Dirk. Go fucking pay $1.99, you fucking bottom feeding fuck.
Right.
Listen, this man right here can do. I thought he had tattoos on his arm. That's just hair.
Oh, damn, dude, like he added up.
Anyway, that threw me off, and Eutrina mixed with that, everything threw me off. So anyway, this right here is a grown man saying whatever their collectives choose to do. So he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's a 2-time national champ. I believe he's the highest paid college football coach now, or one of them. Listen, it is what it is. He's at Georgia. He can do what he wants to do, but I don't know how you get money back unless it's in a contractual obligation or like a coach would be. I don't understand. I don't know this though. I think this is why I agree that this thing's all fucking just totally out of whack. We're paying kids in high school. We had a kid on yesterday who's an 8th grader who's turning down $20,000 to go to a high school, like not college, a high school, a private high school. So I don't believe this is setting our kids up for failure. It's setting them up for failure, not success. So I don't believe this is the way to go about it. I just no way I can fucking pay a kid in high school $20,000 to lock him down to come to my school.
Right.
And I want to know, what age are they paying them? Seniors?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it freshmen, sophomores, juniors? Am I paying these motherfuckers for 4 years? I got to find out, like, I want to know, like, how this is even. I don't know about legality wise. I'm confused. Like, I don't know if it's the legal word I want to use, but I'm just confused as why or when the NCAA non-caring assholes of America skipped over Title IX. Because Title IX continues to not be discussed, but yet that is number one thing that I bring up when it comes to California, for instance, when boys are playing girls in sports. I go back to Title IX. I'm like, well, how is that allowed? Governor Newsom, how are you allowing this when we're the first Title IX state? But nobody wants to talk about that. I'm glad Trump threw his ass under the bus yesterday. Hopefully, they defund this motherfucker. So,
ain't Title IX just, I don't know. Title IX for college, though, right? Not high school.
No.
Oh, it's, okay. I didn't know that.
Title IX is it's
like a,
it's equitable, diverse. All the shit that we talk about on this show is what Title IX was eventually done. And it was a dollar match game, matching dollars for dollar. Female side needs to match dollar for the man side in the sports world.
But this money's coming from the collectives. Though. I think that's the way. That's how they're getting out of it. It's not coming from the school.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, if I'm the high school other athletes, I'm asking, where's my money at?
Well, they're just not they're not good enough.
Dude, I get it. Trust me, I'm the first one to get that. But what I'm saying is, this is going to be coming down the pipe. Watch.
But what I'm saying is, like, for example, like, I can see a Juju Watkins getting something like this, potentially. A Caitlin Clark. They did. Right. So I'm saying, so it is fair. It's not like a gender thing. It's just like, how good are you? How bad do we want you to come to our school? Okay, our collective will pay you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this is like a fairness thing. This is just like, how bad does this school want you? Okay, well, we'll pay you $10,000. It might be $5,000, it might be $3,000, it might be $20,000. And since it's coming from a collective and not the NCAA or the school, technically, I think that's the workaround. Now, if Georgia was paying this money, I would be with you. But I think when it comes from a collective,
I don't know how many, other than a coordinator, there's probably not a coach on most staffs that are making $20,000 a month.
You said that your goal for me at the peak of this show is to pay me that. At the peak of the show is what you want to pay me that.
I get it, but what I'm saying, I'm just talking about this.
I'm agreeing with you. Like, damn, like
no, yeah, exactly. I'm talking about this. Like, there's not a lot of coaches making that, and we're paying this kid that has never played a down for the University of Georgia, or Ball State, or Akron, or Marshall.
Yeah.
We're paying dudes. Like,
you know what you said, what you asked, that was very like telling though. Like, are they paying these guys from freshman year all the way up till they get there? That's an actually good ass question.
I would think
everything.
I would think you'd have to start.
And imagine being 15, man, at Compton High or wherever, and you're you in class and your math teacher's like, pay attention, Jason, or trying to teach you geometry.
It's bad.
I made $20,000 this month.
It's bad, homie. It's bad for everybody involved. We've had all these fucking players, former NFL, former NBA, all of them agreed to the one thing, that this is out of hand. Because how am I teaching a kid? Let's just say you use the word Compton, a city in Compton. I couldn't imagine trying to talk to that kid every single day and keep him out of fucking harm's way in the hood when I know let's say the youngsters say ops know that this motherfucker makes 20 racks a month.
That's a good, I didn't think about that piece.
Come on, homie. Like, the hoods across America, though. Like, I got to worry about my kid now making that money. Like, are we hurting them more than helping them is my question. Because if Georgia announces that this is the kid, like, I hope they don't say it's Darnell Smith
right
at Compton High.
I hope they don't do that.
Because if that starts to leak out, which I'm sure it will, and I'm sure kids know who's making it. The kids know that these kids are making
kids talk too. Let's be real. You 15, you might tell your homeboy, hey man, don't say nothing, but Georgia gave me $20 a month. And now they, you know what I'm saying? And the word spread. Damn. I pray that don't happen. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's going to be crazy. Because, okay, you can afford a security. So now you got a security guard. You know what that means? It means now I'm inviting more heat. Dumbass. You think a motherfucking security guard is going to be with him 24/7, sleep with him? Is he sleeping on his cot next to him in his bed too? Come on, homie. You guys sound crazy, dog. These fucking $1 million rappers are getting touched every day. You don't think these motherfuckers going to get touched?
OG Vince, imagine me trying to convince a kid to read a book and write a research paper, and he's making twice as much as I. This is a real teacher right here, professor. Come on now, y'all.
It's bad, man. I'm just telling you. It's fucking bad. I don't know.
Now, I don't blame the kid, of course. I always say, if I'm the high school kid, hell yeah, I'm taking the money, duh. But just the setup just isn't ideal. Isn't the most ideal.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, there's 6:56 already, Jason. You want to go ahead and go to, I guess a break now, or do you want to do like a what's happening now, then go to a break? You kind of already talk about what's happening now, low key.
Yeah, I thought we had a different one. Let me see.
What time is our first guest coming on? Bailey, is it 7:30 or 8 or later? Like later. Okay, so we could do this next topic. You know what? I think we go to break. I think we come back and then we do this right here, Bailey. What I just highlighted. We talk that digs. We come back and then we go from there. Does that work for you, Jason?
Yeah, talk about Vrabel real quick. Is that what you're talking about?
I said let's do a quick break. We come back and then we'll dive into Paul's Vrabel and the Stefon Diggs topic. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, y'all. Quick break, y'all.
I got a message about the guest. That's why.
Okay, we'll be back in 4 minutes, y'all. Don't you go nowhere. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back. Peace.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
A guy who I think is hilarious, Drisky. He's going viral after painting a white face in his new skit. So let's check this out.
Now I'm curious on what white face and black face is. Let me what's the difference? Now I'm saying when did that come a thing? Like when they said white face, black face, like
I mean, I feel like you would know more than me. I mean, I know the blackface side of it, like the old, like, I'm talking about way back, 19, whatever. Like they would have old films where a lot of times black people were not in the movies or not in the film, or not allowed to. So they would have white people who would do these dramatic, literal black faces with, red lining, kind of almost trying to make it look like monkey-ish, and ape-ish to like portray black people, and they would purposely make us look like animalistic and buffoonic. There's actual evidence of that. So I know from the blackface side, that's where it stemmed from, and that's why from the black culture, it's always been a very sensitive thing because there's actual factual proof, and if you just do quick searches of how they were trying to portray us and how we looked. The white face thing, I'm not sure if there's like an actual history of it or not. I mean, honestly, my first real experience in my childhood of like seeing it was the comedy movie of White Chicks. I'm just being honest, like just with the Wayans brothers. But it was always kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's my perspective. It always came as more like comedy on that side, on that front, as far as the history that I know. But again, if there's, you as a white man, maybe you got maybe there's some other stuff that happened prior to my knowledge that I don't know about. But here's a skit though, real quick, of Drisky basically showing us how the hoods be when you got the one white dude who lives there. So check it out.
Red.
No, I'm chilling. I'm posted up.
This is JB and Coffee,
man. I ain't on shit.
No. he don't want to be.
It's JB and Coffee at the dog.
Straight up, man.
Tell them on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell them on.
I'm ready to jit right here, man. You know what's
See,
going on,
I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah.
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
On that side, yeah.
But I was raised by these folks. I grew up with white folks, but I was raised in the dope hole.
In the dope hole, man.
I was
Straight
raised
up,
in
man.
the dope hole. Man.
I witnessed it with my own eye, man. For real, man. Change the diaper, man. Walk around with pull-ups.
I think about another lane. Okay. Another, you know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. Another.
I know what you mean by that.
I ain't said though.
Please wait to the ending though.
You niggas in trouble. It's my hood.
He said it's my hood.
Wait to the end. Wait till we almost done now. Wait to the end. Right there, all you got the black girl.
Pull back up the mom, baby. I'm gonna get you back, bro. What the hell y'all cook for dinner?
Preston, stop talking like that.
You were raised better than that.
Why y'all tripping like that?
Stop. That's enough. That is enough.
Oh,
come on now.
Damn.
A dude named Preston, homie. I thought it was funny, but I don't know. Like, it is what it is. That's blowing up online.
He didn't look like a light-skinned brother to me.
You said what?
He just a light-skinned brother. That ain't no white dude.
Right. I mean, it ain't gonna be perfect, you know.
Horrible skit. Horrible skit. I didn't get the funniness out of it.
Shout out to Drisky, man. Shout out to Drisky.
He acting like a brother. He totally want to be acting like a brother. That ain't a white boy. I wish he would have just did a white dude trying to be cool with the brothers. That's what he should have did if he's gonna do white face, whatever that means. I don't know. It's not funny to me at all.
Skip blew up. Shout out to Drisky. It's probably an age gap. This is more so like the white dudes, kind of like the younger age group. We're not saying
he's a nobody.
Huh?
He's a nobody.
Who?
This cat.
Who? Drisky?
Yeah, he's a nobody. He's a nobody that got a platform from.
I wouldn't
social
say
media.
that. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
I've been looking at the thing after the commercial, and I keep thinking it's still commercial.
Well, I was looking at my phone. I was looking at this clip from All the Smoke. Shaq and I guess Shaq and Brad Miller saw each other at the Pacers game, and they punch.
I watched that episode actually because I saw Brad. Because I met Brad at the studio.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
They all them cats be up there like all the time, just chilling. Like a lot of cats, like a lot of different cats come through and just chill, like not on the show that day.
Just be vibing.
Yeah, they just chilling in there. It's kind of a cool little 2-story little setup over there. And
if you want to, we could talk to him and try to see if we can use that spot as ours, and we'll make that like our thing, and we'll get his sponsors on our stuff too. We'll start making that that $1 million a year that we're trying to get to, and then we'll just go from there.
We're close. Like if I don't show like the commercial that I love that's going crazy on Instagram, then to your point, then we do it. You know what I mean?
Then why'd you do it then, homie?
Huh?
Then why'd you do it?
I need to go viral.
Well, let's talk about what I said we were gonna talk about before I left. Unless Bay just moved it, which I'm not. Okay. Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel speaks on Stefon Diggs partying in Miami.
Who's that? Who's coach?
Patriots.
You said Pacers.
Patriots head coach Mike.
Fuck.
What, homie?
I wanted to do factor cap, homie, but we'll wait. You're right. Let's do it. No, you're right. Let's do it. Finish out the topics, baby.
Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel speaks on Stefon Diggs partying in Miami on his yacht with Cardi B and friends, saying it's something that we're aware of. Matter of fact, we got a video of the Vrabel, or we have a video of the. Let's hear.
Aware of, and obviously, we want to make great decisions on and off the field, and we're hoping that with our time here on the field today, and that when we don't have a script and we're on the call periods, that we're making great decisions. So the message will be the same for all our players, that we're trying to make great decisions, and any conversations that I've had with Stefon will remain between him and I and the club.
There it is. I mean, not much more you need to say from a head coach standpoint. I know he's upset. He even has to answer and respond to it, but he's the guy who's going to handle it internally, and we'll see what happens moving forward. But what's your take from a coach perspective?
I don't know how this oil and water right here. I don't see this working out. Not with him. Like Vrabel and I don't think. And Vrabel's a player's coach. Players love Vrabel. I don't know, but Vrabel's also about business and understanding that this is I beat Bill Belichick when I was a Tennessee Titans head coach in the playoffs. Like I know how to do this. You guys better figure it out. This is a culture change there in New England, and I don't know if this is going to work. Like that's a bad look for the whole organization. Let's just say allegedly what they're saying it was is true, I guess the disregard for the team that signed you after you got hurt is kind of a pretty slap in the face. Like this team saved and they signed you after you're hurt. You're like hurt right now. Like you're not able to play for 4 or 5 weeks into the season from what I'm reading. So like they took a shot at you. Vrabel took the job as the new head coach that took a shot at you. And this is, to me anyway, the reward you give or how you pay me back. Like
this is the thanks I get.
Yeah, this is the thanks I get. This is the problem that I think we face nowadays. And that's why it goes back to high school, college, to the whole macro scale of this whole shit. Like that's the problem I think we're facing. We all have shitbirds. We've all had shitbird wideouts, especially wideouts.
And I'm gonna say a lot of NFL players have done that and much, 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 much worse. And in your era, for sure, your era.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't film it and show the team.
Filming it exactly, but
I'm just saying now we got to answer to it. Before the answer was a discussion privately, like, "Hey, dog, I heard you was on a boat with some hoes passing around Molly." Or whatever, maybe whatever. That would have been a conversation back in the day, and ESPN and TMZ didn't have the video.
Right, you're 100% right. I'm just bringing this up because I'm saying that like let's not act like he's doing some shit that's just never been done before, hanging on the yacht with some girls. And
I've been on golf course.
Thank you.
Trust me, but we didn't film it.
I know, and
I'm just saying
he didn't film it. But somebody on that
facts are facts, though. Like the bottom line is facts are facts, though. You slapped me in the face by showing the world what you think of me. That's the problem we're having now.
I didn't film it though, Jason.
Well, Smitty, come on now. You gonna play? You're gonna play the victim role with this?
No. I'm
come on, homie. Did he not control the narrative? I'm sure it was him.
Stefon did was like,
it doesn't matter, Smitty. Smitty, I had this discussion, homie, with Ray Lewis, okay? I'm sure he knows about filming. He didn't allow camera phones or any phones, any function that he was around. And that's a fucking fact, homie. That's you're controlling the narrative. Stefon Diggs can't control what boat he's on now? Come on, homie. Like, that's either his boat or Cardi B's boat, I would venture to say. Right, so, guess what? Guess what? We're not filming, homie, on this yacht. If you want to kick it with us, cool. But we're not filming anything. Like, let's be honest, dog.
It's a silly video, man. The more I be watching it, like, it's some silly shit, man.
And then that's the crazy part, Smitty. Like, it's probably not even a big deal at all.
Like, call me Daddy Diggs. Daddy, what's my name on here? Say it. Daddy Diggs. All right, here you go.
And to your point, it's probably not even a big deal at all.
It ain't.
But the fact that Vrabel now has to address the media makes it a big deal because he is the CEO of an organization, as the Patriots are.
Yeah.
A big time organization, probably the team of the 2000s, we could argue. And probably the franchise of the 2000s of all professional sports, if we want to be real serious. And now I got to answer this. And this is my year 1 on the job. Like, that's just not a good look, in my opinion. That's what it comes down to. And I can see Vrabel like, what am I dealing with here? And I don't know if it ends up being, who knows? We'll see. We know he's a good player and talented. But the last few years, Smitty, he's starting to turn into OBJ. Meaning the other shit is more important than the main thing, and that's on the football field. That's the problem. When I start to see that, Smitty, I start to have to question like what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
I know what you mean. Like,
if everything other than the football field is more important to you, then that's kind of the demise of OBJ. You know, he gets hurt after that Super Bowl. He was having a pretty good game, gets hurt, and then really, be honest, that was the end of OBJ as we know it. Like, let's be honest.
One thing I'm gonna say with Stefon Diggs, just for asking clarity, you said last few years. We know last year he got hurt. You know, he was actually playing very well with CJ before he got hurt. But other than that, I mean, it's been nothing but 1,000+ seasons. So I don't, we'll see how the next season goes.
You know what I mean, though. The narrative why he left the Bills was bad. Then he goes to the Texans. And then it becomes. That's what I'm saying. It's a spiral. It's starting to snowball. That's all. So like, if it's not the main thing, not the main thing. I don't know, but we'll see. Smitty, let's do this factor cap real quick. I think it's very I want to get it. It could be real talk or jaw jacket, but it could be factor cap. I want to get your factor cap on this one.
Pretty much the same segment.
I dug real deep into this, and this segment's brought to you by. Let's show it.
I'm here to tell my story. Yes, I have 10 kids. And damn! Yes, I have 10 baby daddies.
Lord have mercy.
But that does not make me a hoe. I had 10 one-night stands. Yes. Okay? You can't say my coochie loose because I only had sex 10 times. So I did not push my kids out. I had 10 C-sections.
Jesus Christ.
This thing's still tight, okay? And I already know y'all gonna say, ain't nobody gonna want me. My husband will not have to deal with no baby daddy drama because I don't even know them.
Nasty bitch.
I don't know them. So don't come judging me like your grandma wasn't doing that back in the day. A real man gonna love me. He ain't gonna judge me.
Well, she's doing this for the internet. You can tell how she's doing. It's kind of like joking. I don't know who this lady is. Could be a content creator, but we'll stay on topic, regardless of it's fake, real, whatever. Real talk, jaw jack or factor cap is the question? What is she a hoe for having 10 kids and 10 baby daddies? Is that the factor cap question, or what's the exact question?
Yeah, that would be the question. Is she a hoe?
Well, I don't know her personally, so I don't want to judge her. But I would say this is not a woman I would want. If I wasn't on the market and you got 10, first of all, if you got 10 kids, I don't want you. Even if it's one baby daddy, that's just me. I don't want
you with one kid.
Well, you know what? That used to be the thing, but
I'll fuck you, but I won't.
Our age though, Jason, like you kind of expect like a woman probably might have a kid. Once you get to your 30s, 40s,
yeah,
you in your 50s,
Yeah, I don't fuck with them though. Here's the thing. There's plenty out there that have no kids. Let's dive into brass tacks real quick. You and I went out and barebacked 10 broads.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say a 10. You had 10 kids. It would have to be 10 years.
Because it take 9 months for each situation.
She barely 20. So I'm calling that's bullshit. First of all,
she's definitely. This is like for TV. Yeah. It's for clicks.
Yeah,
but whatever.
So let's say she's 50,
mm-hmm.
and she did this. You and I would be dapping each other up,
right?
Correct?
Yeah.
And we would be considered pimps,
players.
So is she a hoe?
Now and this is a great conversation because it's a huge double standard, and I'm admitting that it's a double standard. Like men, we get praised for knocking them down. Damn, you had so and so. Like I was praising one of my homeboys the other day for some stuff he had to maneuver through. He brought sand to the beach, but then like when he got to the beach, there was some other people at the beach that he had passed with, but he maneuvered that, and then it was like, you ever seen the movie How to Be a Player?
Yeah.
So that last scene when all his girls was in one party, he had to maneuver. It was pretty impressive. Now we know how that movie ended, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been at a Super Bowl party. Yeah,
how you got through there, it was pretty impressive. So like that happened the other day. So like
the Super Bowl party,
like, damn, bro, like good shit, you made it out of there.
Yeah, I fucked that Super Bowl party.
Like,
I fucked that up. Super Bowl party fucked me up. But yeah,
you said what happened? Super Bowl party? What happened? Super Bowl party?
Because you didn't really help, like throw an interference. But yeah.
Really?
But anyway,
but that's your fault. That was your party. You invite them there. That makes no sense. You caused your own dilemma. I'm saying my homie, we didn't know people was gonna be there. We pull up, it's like, oh shit, boom, 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 boom. That's different. You wanted the beef.
So anyway,
who was there? Leah and Sheena? No, keep going. 10 kids, 7 baby daddies. What you gonna say?
It's disgusting. Anyway, but here's the thing. This is why a lot of older guys, like say, let's say 50, fuck with 25-year-olds. You know why? Because they haven't been ran through as much. Most bitches like these have been ran through. They have ran through a hoe, and you want to get them young as the man before they get ran through.
You do know a lot of you girls get ran through in college, though.
That's fact, though. You want to get the broad. You want to get the broad before they get ran through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a lot of double standards maybe going on, but the fact of the matter is we don't want to ran through hoe at 40.
Let me ask you this, Jason, because you brought up a good point. You said if we went out on the prowl and we smacked 10 chicks in a whatever day period, we getting praised, right? But in order for us to have sex, we're doing it with a woman, obviously, duh. So, like, in order for us to win, the woman also has to spread her legs and do the same thing. So it's like it's a weird conversation. It's like, how are we calling them a hoe for agreeing upon this? What we got going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to phrase the question. It's like a weird thing. It's like we're judging him, but we're also trying to get the cat from her at the same time. It's a weird conversation when you really break it down. It's unfair to women, but it's always been this way. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's a weird thing where we can do whatever the fuck we want to do, and there's no judgment at all. If they go fuck 4 dudes, she's a goer, she's a hoe. But at the same time, we were pursuing her in the first place for her to give us the cat. So it's just weird. It's a weird conversation. It's very complicated.
Yeah, it's people tweeting my speech out everywhere right now. Again, here we go. That's how
Sports.
I'm gonna fuck around. I'm gonna sue somebody. But anyway,
you can't sue nobody in social media. There's no proof unless an email leak that came from EA Sports president that said, "Hey, let's push this JB thing around and make sure we like." If you see some proof of that, maybe, but you have no skin in the game because all they can say is, "Listen, we can't control people doing social media."
I don't care. I'm suing somebody. Let's dive into it.
Don't you leverage it, homie, and like don't stop suing. Trying to sue everybody. Go help EA Sports and be a part of it. Like, find a way to actually you promote it for real. Like, do a whole promo, funny video. Like, you're thinking micro sue. That's all you white people want to do is sue. Like, go find a way to be a part of it. Make some business.
BPS is sue.
No, y'all be fucking suing, homie. I don't even know how to sue.
Hey, homie, Kevin Costner got sued yesterday. Get this. For producing a scene where a girl got R-worded.
They're not gonna win that one.
Homie, real shit though. That's the world we live in right now. An actor got fake R-worded, and the scene was produced by Kevin Costner, and now he's getting sued because it looks bad on her.
That's a crazy.
So wait up. You took the job and you wanted the money to get the job and the role, but now you're wanting to sue.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Unless my name's been tarnished, stop.
I have to read up on it to see like if there's any more details to it. But just hearing that, it's my first time hearing of it. Just hearing that, what you just said, that sounds crazy. If
yeah, it's crazy. Go check it out. Seriously. But anyway, Smitty, on to the next.
Check it out. We got next on. Let me go back to the rundown. All right, back to in other news. TJ Watt has been skipping OTAs as he awaits a long-term contract extension. He's entering the final year of his deal. I don't know if you guys remember, it's probably about a month ago at this point. Here we go. TJ Watt, I think he actually posted this picture to his story like a month or so ago, or a picture like it where he's throwing the peace sign. It was no context, no caption connected to it, but it started making people like myself just think like, is he hinting that he might be leaving Pittsburgh? Listen, I don't know how much money he's looking for. I'm sure he probably wants to make something in the Myles Garrett ballpark, maybe even more, maybe $1 more. They got to figure it out. If they lose TJ Watt, this Steelers team is done. TJ Watt is like he is the leader of that defense. He keeps that train rolling. I've seen him literally win games, like 3-4 games. I'm like, damn, like TJ Watt got 2 stripped fumble sacks, gave the ball back to the Steelers offense and scoring range, and he's that dynamic of a player where I get he's getting older. I get he's had a couple like injuries or whatever, but y'all got to figure it out.
Hell yeah, hell no. Hell yeah, hell no. The Steelers have had the worst offseason in the AFC.
That's a tough question to answer, JB. It's a lot of teams in the AFC. I got to really break down and think.
Okay, then the most notable team that's had the worst offseason.
Yeah, I mean, probably so today, because where we stand today, Aaron Rodgers is not signed. So we think he is, but still, he's not there right now. They're in OTAs with whoever they have in their quarterback room. They lost Justin Fields. They lost Russell Wilson. TJ Watt is not in OTAs, and if they don't pay him his money, he may not show up. Mike Thomas, his seat's on fire. It's not looking good at all. It's looking like this could be the first losing season for him if things don't shape up the right way.
I guess the question is, what have they done? No, see, I disagree, D. Jones. The Dolphins at least had, I think, a good draft. I think the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel's weird ass actually addressed issues to make him look like an actual head coach. They went and got the trenches addressed. They addressed the trenches, which is going to win them games in cold weather games on the road later in November and December, which they have not done. So I disagree. I think the Dolphins have done more in this offseason than the Steelers have. So
I don't remember who the Steelers drafted. I have to go back and look.
I don't know. They got DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf was a big pick, obviously.
But then you don't have a quarterback to go along with it.
I really think Aaron Rodgers is going to be there. It wouldn't make sense. There's no way they're not talking behind the scenes and they already have a deal. Like, okay, I'm not going to be at OTAs, but I'll be there. Mandatory, of course, and we'll get the rolling.
On this same topic, real quick, here's the issue I have. I want to ask you. Are we really discussing the fact that it's Aaron Rodgers going there, or are we really going to sit here and not talk about Kirk Cousins now being vocal about his displeasure in Atlanta? And is that starting to time up perfectly for get out and get traded to the Steelers now? Because is that the way to get out from underneath a deal that we all think possibly happened behind the scenes with what we'll call a handshake deal between Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, which we've alluded to on this show? Is that his get out now that he realizes Aaron ain't coming and now let's get to Kirk Cousins? Because I'm just saying Kirk Cousins now made vocal, deals. And it's not like Kirk Cousins missed. I thought Sean Salisbury yesterday on Unpaved, the great show, he said, Smitty, Kirk Cousins don't miss OTAs. Now Kirk Cousins missing an OTA. And then I don't know if we have yeah, we do. Bailey's a cold dude. But then Terry Bradshaw, the legend of all legends in Pittsburgh, came out and said this.
With Fox legend right here. He said that guy needs to stay in California, go somewhere and chew on bark.
That's saying something. People are starting to get pissed, I believe, because I think people are on eggshells in Pittsburgh and the Yinzers and the great following they have nationally, because we got Pittsburgh Steelers bars all over LA.
Everywhere. It's hella Steelers fans out here.
Phoenix, Vegas, everywhere, right?
It's crazy.
It's Cowboys, Steelers, Raiders. Those bars are huge. The issue I have is when this guy starts to talk, it seems like a lot of people must be talking out of Pittsburgh saying, what are we doing at quarterback? And going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds, Smitty. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if Kirk Cousins ends up being a Steeler, because I just have it. It's hard pressed. I'm hard pressed to see Mason Rudolph take the first snap there.
Right. And if that happens, man, if Kirk does come to Pittsburgh, then Aaron has to retire basically. I guess he could sit around and wait until somebody gets hurt, and then
that means he would. Yeah, I don't think that actually hurts his legacy. That doesn't help his legacy at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's no other team. If Kirk comes to Pittsburgh and that happens, there's no other team that needs a quarterback. So he has to just sit around, wait till fucking November when the injury happens, and then jumps in and try to save the day, I guess, which wouldn't help, which wouldn't be good either. Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know what's the secret. Homie, you all right?
Yeah.
What's that noise? You watching porn in the middle of the show?
Watching what?
Porn?
No, somebody sent me something.
Okay. A woman moaning in the middle of the show.
Crazy video too. No. It's actually a issue in the zoo. But anyway,
that's sad.
Yeah.
I need to hear about animals.
Let's dive into Jamar Chase. He said that he wasn't mentally ready to play last year, Smitty, because of his contract situation. That's a you problem, not me, not my problem, not Burrow, not the Bengals.
But despite those mental challenges, Chase still achieved the Triple Crown last season and had his best season yet. So
that's why, to me, if we're really talking brass tacks, it's crazy how LSU puts out. I think the two best wideouts in the NFL right now are both LSU Tigers.
Crazy.
I think Jamar is the best overall guy in the NFL. That's my personal opinion. If I was to really grade you and watch every single snap when he's out there, I think Jamar is number one.
I agree.
I'd probably put Jefferson at 2, close to, but I would put him at 2. This is scary when everyone's on the same accord. That's how New England won. And New England, and to be honest, besides the year with Randy Moss, Tom really never had Jamar Chase or T. Higgins or, he had some quality guys. He had some good role-playing dudes that were just perfect for Tom Brady because he knew where the ball was going to be thrown. And
he had the greatest tight end of all time, too.
What windows to throw into and all that. But as far as just on the perimeter, when this becomes all in and they figure out something on defense on me, this is the only team, in my opinion, that can actually, because they've done it before, and they have the quarterback to do it that fears no one in that city called Kansas City. This is the team that would do it. But are they going to take 2 steps back, or are they going to actually make a step forward this year and get back? Because they were playing as well as anybody towards the end of last year.
Oh.
And I don't think anybody wanted to fucking play them in the playoffs. But they still, that it's always a talking point, Smitty. They never get over the fucking hump. So it should have get out the pot time. It should have got out pot time. And then you know what the problem is for that? Speaking macro, what that does to Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen, and because all these guys ain't gonna win, but yet we're paying all these guys big money. And Justin Herbert has to be the most talented guy with the money that goes along with it that is yet to do anything in the playoffs.
Yeah, he ain't won no game.
Like C.J. Stroud has got more than you. Trevor Lawrence has more than you. Daniel Jones has more than you. So we got a problem in L.A. here, and Jim Harbaugh hopefully figures it out. But you're in L.A. sharing a Sean McVay Super Bowl winning quarterback or championship coach is city and Matthew Stafford. So you got a lot to live up to here in LA. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen in the AFC. AFC is front loaded as far as quarterback play.
So. It is, because I can see the Chargers winning the AFC West this year. I know we'll dive into that stuff a little later this summer. We'll make our predictions, but I could see them doing that. They had a good regular season, but to your point, Herbert didn't do anything in the playoffs. So now that's why I said the AFC is loaded, man. There's so many quarterbacks that that needs to prove themselves. Obviously, Lamar, Josh, Burrow, still Mahomes. Just say we won by Mahomes, but no one has kicked them off the throne yet. They're in the Super Bowl every single year. Herbert. So it's just to your point, everybody can't win, and I think that's why I'm a little bit more patient with some of these guys, because I understand how hard it is to just even make it. So it's man, at some point, you'll think some of these guys will get there, but it's fuck, I don't know, it's hard to do so. So we'll see though. But yeah, Jamar, I agree with you. I do think he's the best receiver in the league. I think he could do a little bit more than Jefferson, especially short yardage, catching a quick 5-yard out, little hitch, and then he could take it and make it 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not saying Justin can do that, but I don't think it comes as naturally and as easy, just the way he's built. Jamar's a little bit more compact, a little stronger, bigger. So, but we'll see, man. Should be
a little teaser. We have a legend on the show tomorrow. So everybody tune in tomorrow. Make sure you're here tomorrow for the Mr. High Sox himself, Laker legend Michael Cooper will be on the show tomorrow. We get Michael Cooper tomorrow, man, on the show.
Showtime, boy.
Share the news. Showtime legend, Michael Coop, Big Coop in the house, one of the best defending perimeter guards of all time. We'll have him on the show tomorrow, so that's just a little heads up. I think we got some more guests on tomorrow as well, but we'll have Michael Cooper on tomorrow. Smitty, let's dive into this topic because I think this is going to be a big video today and a big a deal. It could be a short, Paris. This hurts. Let you introduce this one.
5-star edge Richard Wesley is no longer committing to Oregon. He decommits just I guess a couple weeks after committing to Dan Lanning in Oregon, and they did a whole video of them jumping inside the pool here. Jason, go ahead.
What's he wearing?
Just some tights, like what you wear underneath, like your short. He probably had no actual swimming trunks. Dan Lanning came up with the idea. They said, "All right, just use your tights, and we'll jump in that way."
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go ahead and actually play the video with sound, Bailey. I think just so everybody else can hear it. Let's do it right now.
Oh, didn't see you there. Well, all the schools, they all show me, types of love, but there's one school, show me the most love, and, I guess it's where I'm going. You ready, Coach?
Let's get it. Whoa. It's time, baby. Let's go. It is.
The rewind was crazy.
Let's get it.
Give me a second.
Time, baby.
Give me a second.
Rooted in substance.
Give me a second to process this. Go ahead. Give me your take. Because I got actually people on.
I'm like embarrassed.
I have like former coaches on the staff that were my former coaches, actually literally on the staff.
I know.
Right
so I want
now.
you to take your time for you answering. I want you to think through it.
I know Dan really well. I know Dan really well.
I heard he's a good guy, but I just feel I don't feel sorry for him, but it's kind of like embarrassing. Like I can tell for him to do that, he must have really wanted this guy and was excited, and this is probably like his way of like kind of shitting on the other school, saying, "Hey, I'm the best recruiter. I got the 5-star edge guy. He's coming here." Did a whole video. They acted the scene out. He probably, they probably pitched the idea to him to do this idea. Coach Lanning was like, "You want to jump in the pool? Let's do a whole thing about it. We'll post it on our page. We'll collab with you, make it a whole, do the whole nine." And for him to just back out, I think it was like 17 days later. It's just like, damn, homie. It's like I'm not surprised though at this point. Like, I don't get surprised no more because like we've seen the last couple of years. This is what the kids do. So like it's almost a surprise when you stick around now. So I'm not surprised that Richard did it. It's more so just embarrassing that Coach Lanning like was trying to step outside his comfort zone, I'll say, and do something different to connect with future recruits and players and kind of shit on the other teams who couldn't get this cat, and just to lose them in like less than a month later. It's like, damn. So that's where I'm at.
Where'd he go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't know. He hasn't committed nowhere else. He just said, "No, I'm not going there."
I don't. Only thing I saw is that he decommitted from Oregon. I don't know if he's Bailey. If you have any information, if he's going to like any other school specifically, but I don't know.
So he's talking to, from what I understand, Texas A&M, Ohio State, and Texas as well, and Sark. But he was committed to Oregon and then just decommitted. Now is no longer committed to Oregon. Ironically, just 17 days after that video.
So he hasn't committed to anywhere else yet. He's just chilling. That's crazy. So go ahead, Jason. I mean, what are your thoughts as a coach, as a former top recruiter, as a guy who knows Coach Lanning personally and a lot of people on that staff? Like, you got this very serious tone on your face. I almost want to put you on the big screen side by side with this picture, but tell me your thoughts.
My boy coached this kid in high school.
Cisco?
Baby, we have that speech.
Yeah, 1 second. We'll pull it up here in a second, man.
In substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. There's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood. It's going to be played on the grass, right? It's going to be played on the grass. Let's go.
I'm a realist, man. It's a realist.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's your boy.
Smitty, I gotta be honest, man.
Don't do it, Jason. You got too many people on the staff. Don't do it.
That's for clicks. He just did that for clicks, dog. Come on, homie.
You gonna burn a bridge.
But it's a real show. I gotta be honest.
Say it. Just say it.
I mean, come on, homie. I go when Dion does something, I go at Dion. But homie, you can't have a word, you can't have a speech that went viral talking about that dude when this is right here is clickbait. And then you got played. And then you got played by a cat that said commitment when we know damn well there ain't no such thing as decommitment. It's not even a real word.
Talk about it.
Why are we committing and not holding these cats accountable? This is not a commitment. This ain't a fucking commitment, homie. If he committed, then he's going to Oregon. By definition. He's not going to Oregon now. Listen, I know Dan well. I think Dan's one of the best recruiters in college football. Me knowing the cat that like how I am as a recruiter, because I would make this so, I would shit on everybody in such a way on with this that people don't even grasp and fathom. I wouldn't be shocked if Dan still has this kid signed. I wouldn't be shocked at all. And then this ended up being like a new meme.
Psych. Like, little took the whole thing.
Something. But that's what Dan has to get done right now. After this, Dan has to get that done. This kid's out of here, out of LA, Sierra Canyon, I believe. I think he was at a couple schools. My boy coached him. Here's the thing, Smitty. That's actually a thing you did for clicks. I got secondhand embarrassment because I would never put myself in that position because I don't ever trust these cats. And I never, ever, ever trust them. Ask Alan in the chat. I used to tell these coaches every day, don't ever trust these motherfucking kids. Love them, coach them hard, believe in them, and understand that they will still fuck you at the end of the day. Like that is at the end of the day. That's why a coach is different. We lose sleep over someone else's kids more than their own parent. We lose sleep over another person's kids more than any other professional business, CEO or manager, college football coaches. We lose more sleep than them, than their own parents over their own kid. Here's why. We are all in. So see, that's why I'm so against coaches. Oh, coach, he can leave, but the kid can't. Fucking right. We are all in. The kids are never all in. Kids are never all in. And it's not a knock on the kid. It's just what kids are. Kids only know what they know and don't know what they don't know. And that's not their fault yet. That's why the grown person in the room is supposed to do that. So I'm never against a grown person who's worked their whole life to attain a professional position to go and get a better professional position. It's anyone out there in the real world. If you're at Walmart and your manager pays more at Target, that's where you're going. You're leaving Walmart to go to Target, homie. It's just real life shit. PGA golfers who get offered $200 million to go to live, guess what? Going to live. So I'm tired of hearing all the people that play this. Get off your soapbox shit, homie. Get off your high horse. For everyone that bitches and moans about the people leaving for bigger jobs, you and I talk about it every day. We're not turning down money at 18, 19 years old. We're taking it. Yeah. The problem is coaches are always all in. We have to fully believe in you. That's why we offered you. But kids leave every single day when they say they commit and don't even understand the word. They decommitted. Well, there's no such word. They just really never committed. They lied. And that's the problem. There's no more accountability anymore. And if you decommit, which is not a word, to a place like Oregon, the home of Nike, like the owner of Nike is investing in you. You have all the uniforms. You have all the glamour and the glitz. And guess what? You don't have a national championship. You still are chasing a national championship. And the problem is, we got to stop putting ourselves out there because we trust these cats too much, man. And nowadays, it's no more relationship building. It's money grab and banking on this is the bigger bag. That's why Georgia's paying a cat $20,000 a month. It's not about relationships no more. That's to our point earlier. Are we paying them as freshmen, sophomores, juniors in high school, or are we just paying them as seniors in high school? And then does the next guy that comes with $25K a month, is that now the new relationship?
Right.
The bigger bag is now the new relationship. That's the problem that we've opened up. The Pandora's box that has been opened up here is the relationship is now monetary. It's not anymore, how's your mom? How's your sister? I was at your funeral. I was at your mama's funeral, your auntie's funeral. I came to your graduation. I went to your pop's, court hearing, which I've done I've done all these things, which is relationships. Now we're just buying them, homie. You can't buy relationships. You can't.
It ain't real. It's always be fickle. Yeah.
You can't buy love. And relationships and recruiting is love. Like, let's be real, homie. It is truly love. And even though it's love, you still can't trust them. At the end of the day, that's how cold this is. That's why on Netflix, I said, this is colder than the dope game. Because it is. It's colder than the dope game. The dope game, there's what? Transaction. It's transactional.
It's done. Yep.
Here's the money. Here's the dope. Boom. There's no love lost. There's no fucking me down the road. There's no none of that. Unless you give me bad dope,
yeah,
then there's a problem, right? But at the end of the day, this is now a transactional business. And college football and college sports, college athletics was not meant to be transactional. It was meant to be relationship building, and long-term friendships were built out of it. And you attained lifelong relationships by earning a degree from that particular institution, and then building relationships with boosters and big-time people that have a lot of money who then later help your family out, get you a job. You start right out of college, you're already a COO at some corporate business that this guy and the booster that met you at USC was a booster of you, and you got to meet him. Nowadays, you're headed and you're meeting 400 different collectives because you went to 4 colleges in 4 years.
Right.
So now this is a relationship transactional business now, homie. And this is a issue, dog, that I think you're never going to get back. It's going to be it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And now we got grown men who are putting their mortgages and their families' livelihood on the table for a kid who jumps in a pool with you in boxer briefs and then fucks you 17 days later. I don't know, Smitty, if you can explain to me that 17-year-old kids, 18-year-old kids, and even 22, 23-year-old kids, let's be real, understand business. So I don't want to hear that it's a business, because a business means there's 2 parties involved and both parties are actually benefiting from each other. That's what business definition is. 17-year-olds don't know what business is, homie. 17-year-olds know how to take. They don't know how to give yet.
Right.
Because we haven't taught them, and we will not teach them at this rate.
And to your point, you made, well, first of all, that was a hell of a take. That was great. We should cut that. But you talked about before, man, like these street agents, these parents, etc. If I had to, put some money on it, I bet you he didn't make this decision just by himself. I think somebody's in his ear. Somebody was like, "Hey, man, listen, there's a lot of money left on the table. I've been talking to this school. I'm telling you, man, you might have committed to Oregon too quickly. I'm not saying don't go there, but decommit now. Weigh out all your options before you make a decision." And he's being so, being young and gullible as a kid, and again, I'm not talking about him. We all were that at some point. You're going to listen to somebody who you trust, the adult in the room, whether that's your parent or the street agent, etc. It's just tough. I put myself in the player's shoes, and I couldn't see myself knowing who I am and who I was even at that age, doing this big commitment video, jumping in the wire, doing all this, and then saying, never mind. I just, even from a standpoint of just like my own pride, my own, like, just think about my own just embarrassment, because it's kind of embarrassing for the kid too, in my opinion. Like, for you to do this whole thing and this skit, and you shit on all these other schools and say you're going to Oregon, it's fun, and then you, like, 2.5 weeks later, you cut out. Listen, I get the money. You guys know I defend the money, but at some point it's like, damn, bro, like, I don't know.
Obviously, he's a junior. Yeah, I agree with Cisco. Like, it's okay to take the money, but then it's okay to listen to somebody that has no teeth in the game. It's hypocritical. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. These people are listening to cats that have never done it, and this is all new for everybody. This is new for everybody involved, and now the part that's fucked up is we're asking 17 and 18-year-olds that in a new space to understand it, and then you want to call it a business. It's not a business. These cats don't even understand it, and either do the adults yet. This is still ongoing transition that NCAA and college athletics are going through right now. Like, that's really what it is. Like, let's be honest. Oregon, Smitty, has unlimited resources. Unlimited. Yes. They are unlimited. So, like, if you're telling me you're turning down Oregon that has unlimited resources,
right,
then there's a fundamental problem here. Like, let's be honest, homie. There's an actual fundamental problem if you're telling me I'm turning down Oregon with unlimited resources, or Texas or Ohio State or whatever. If you're changing hats, as the kid's parent we had on the show, if you're flip-flopping hats and doing that disrespectful shit in front of coaches that have earned their right to coach you, then there's no stopping what's going to happen, homie. It's going to get so bad, and it's going to be such a mockery in the next 5 years. I don't know how this thing survives it. It'll always survive because the money is there for TV contracts and other things, but that doesn't mean it's kind of like the T-Wolves and the OKC Thunder. The product is bad, homie. The product is bad, and it's getting worse and worse, and we're continuing to pay more money, and that's what's crazy. We're paying more money, but we're demanding less, we're requiring less, and we're getting less as the fans, ticket holders, etc. So I don't understand how that is sustainable. That's why baseball has lost so much fan base in live attendance. In small market clubs like Florida Marlins or Miami Marlins and other places, Cleveland and other places. These places are losing the fan bases because of what we're doing. We're overpaying players who basically are on the court, field, or a diamond, etc., half the time, half the season, playing half the games. I don't see how it's sustainable. And only corporate sponsors are going to continue to pay for how long before they go broke? Because eventually corporate sponsors don't have unlimited money. They have untapped resources and a bunch of money, ungodly amounts of money, but it's gonna end up, the money will stop at some point.
Right.
Whether that's 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, it's going to stop. There's no way that this is the new model that can be sustained for the next, future generations. There's just no way. We've accepted mediocrity as the excellence, and that's just a fact. And that's just what we're facing. And it's unfortunate because these kids aren't being taught anything. They are not taught. They're not being taught any life lessons anymore, homie. And college football was meant to teach life lessons. It wasn't just to get you paid.
Couldn't say it any better, man. We'll see what happens moving forward. But before we go to our next break, it's time for my hockey breakdown, homie, because some big news has happened. Some big things has happened within the hockey space and the hockey world. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, I wanted to make sure we touched on one thing because my lead-in yesterday, and I've been on this topic.
I was going to move it.
I
was going to move it.
All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's too late now. You already said that.
No, nobody knows what I said. Go.
I know everything you said. Anyway, hockey breakdown, like I said, man. If y'all ain't been keeping up with what's been going on in the playoffs, man, it's time for me to jump in, man. The Florida Panthers advanced to the Stanley Cup final for the third straight season with a 5-3 win against the Carolina Hurricanes in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final at the Great Lenovo Center on Wednesday. Listen, the defending Stanley Cup champions, man, who defeated the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games last season, will play either the Oilers again in a rematch or the Dallas Stars. Now, Edmonton leads the best of 7 series 3-1 with a Game 5 in Dallas on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Plus, ESPN, SN, TVA, STBC, all them. Huh?
Tonight,
I know. I'm telling you, tonight. That's tonight.
You said Thursday like if it was tomorrow.
No, Thursday like tonight, Thursday. I'm just letting them know that tonight, Thursday.
You can just say tonight.
The way you want to say it.
You can just say tonight.
And there was a quote here about the Panthers captain saying, hey, we didn't come here to just win the Eastern Conference. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but we got here. We got where we wanted. We're in the final again, but we want to win a Stanley Cup just like any other team. You know what I'm saying? We're happy with what we achieved. The way we achieved it was tough. Carolina played well, all that, this, that, and the third. But, hey, we here trying to win it. So, listen, man, I'm excited for the night. I think it's a wrap. I think it's going to be Oilers going to win tonight. It's going to be a rematch of last year's Stanley Cup final with the Panthers and Oilers in it again. And it's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal series, man. To go to the Stanley Cup final 3 years in a row with a chance to win back-to-back. If the Panthers are able to solidify that thing and win it again, this team, in my opinion, will go down as one of the all-time greats in the history of the sport, man. So make sure y'all tune in tonight and stay tuned for the Stanley Cup final, man. This is very exciting.
Who's we?
The Stanley Cup hockey fans around the world, around the globe.
He said Florida, and then he said we win 3 in a row. So I don't know. I didn't know you were part of the Florida Panthers. But shout out to Smitty and the hockey breakdown, man.
Thank you.
Love the white sport. Let's dive into this thing real quick before we take commercial break, Smitty, because I want to dive into this real quick and go back to
sure
my I don't know why you're smiling. I know you don't like this, the hard-hitting truth that hits sometimes on the realest show on planet Earth. But on June 7th, what we witnessed, about a week and a half ago to start the WNBA season with Angel Reese taking on Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever was going to be repeated. And game 2 of that series was going to be played on June 7th. And at that time, the asking price was $86. But just 48 hours ago, since the injury to Caitlin Clark, the prices have dropped to $25. Just wanted to throw that out there. But, I guess, the interest is still there since she got hurt. And viewership and everything's going to just stay the same, according to you and everybody out there. So facts are facts. People already don't care since she's off the court. But what do I know?
No, it makes sense. This is like the biggest story the last couple seasons in WNBA, Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. So you always upcharge those prices when you have a big time rivalry going on. If you have Larry Bird versus Magic, you got Kobe versus LeBron, etc. You're going to upcharge the price. So if one of those entities get hurt or injured, it's human nature. It's not human nature, it's business nature for the prices to drop. If Larry Bird ever got hurt in one of those games when they're about to face the Lakers and the Magic, I guarantee those prices would drop to some degree. Same thing with the NBA, so on and so forth. This is a regular thing in any sports when a rivalry is happening and one of the entities get hurt. So I don't really understand the big thing right
What
here.
is that? That's a 69% decrease.
You know, if the Colts back in the days were playing the Patriots and Peyton Manning got hurt and it was going to be, you know, Jim Sorge or whatever playing against Brady,
Jim Zorn.
What are we doing?
Sorge,
yeah.
By the way, the ticket prices don't change in the NFL.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes,
So
they do.
stop.
Yes,
It doesn't change because the quarterback got hurt, homie. No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
They do. Yes, they
No,
do.
You better look. Fact check that. That doesn't
Yes, they do.
change. That doesn't change.
Yes, they do.
This is a only sport that it changes in.
Preseason tickets ain't the same as regular season ticket, homie. It's a
We're
reason
not
behind
saying
that.
We didn't say
It's the reason,
preseason.
though. What's
Don't
the reason?
change- Don't change it, homie.
Okay, homie.
Don't change the preseason to the fucking actual season. Stop. Stop moving the goalpost, homie. Like you say, move the goalpost. Just take the loss.
The damn Panthers, was it last year, 2 seasons ago? We had that picture we show on here all the time where the fucking the seats were just empty. Those tickets was hella cheap because why? The team was shitty.
Smitty, that was week 18. Stop. Come on, homie. You act like the whole season to change. It was week 18. Stop.
You said the prices don't change.
Number one.
They change, they don't change. Homie.
Number one and number two. Which one is it? Has the viewership already dropped 70% in 48 hours? Yes. Have the prices already dropped? Yes. Fact. The prices have dropped. Viewership
for this game. For this game, yes.
All games. All
for
games.
this game, yes.
And by the way, I wouldn't pay $5. So $25 is still too high. I wouldn't pay $5.
This game has no effect on the Wings versus Sky, who play today at 5 p.m. Pacific. The Valkyries versus the Liberty, who plays today at 4 p.m. Pacific. The Caleb Clark injury will not affect those games at all. Yes, it will affect the Fever games. Duh. She's the star of the team. Yes, it will affect when she's playing against Angel Reese, supposed to be her rival. Duh. It's the biggest rivalry in the sport. But it won't impact the rest of the league. That was my overall point, Jason.
It already has.
Damn.
What are you talking about, homie? It already has. Look, have you looked up some? Have you done any research on what's going on?
Here we go. The research king. The research king. He just spends all his
Have
day.
you looked at all though the last 48 hours on the viewership? It dropped, homie. I'm glad you didn't take the $5,000 bet because I knew I was confident in this thing. It was a wrap. It's already a wrap. It's already dropped, and this is a joke. This league will continue to operate in the red. They're horrible business model, and you better lower the rims. You better even go smaller ball. They need to use that little ball. The little ball you use at the thing, you shoot in the thing, the little ass balls that you could shoot plenty of them in the,
Balls are already small, Jason.
But they need to go smaller is what I'm saying.
They don't. No, they don't. You're not fucking playing basketball with a baseball. Fuck wrong with you?
Go smaller, homie. Smaller rim, shorten the rim. They need to do something to spice it up, or just cancel.
Ladies, I disagree with everything he's saying right now. Support your sport. I'm going to continue to support your sport. Shout out to Monique Billings, who I had on my podcast on the porch. Phenomenal player, person, individual. Shout out to all the stars across the league. Caleb Clark, I love Caleb Clark. She plays for my Indiana Fever, but she's not the only draw of the sport. If you know, you know. It's 8 o'clock, Jackson. Want to do a quick break?
She is the only sport. You know what they need to do is play in lingerie. Because we watch the lingerie, the football shit, the lingerie football thing, and we need to, I think if they play in lingerie, I'm just throwing it out there, spitballing. I think they would do better. I think the numbers would stay the same. Because nobody would watch Caitlin Clark then. Because we know, she's not like eye candy for that reason, but she's just a hooper. So if you watch but all the other ones, there's some bad ones. I'm sure you would watch Angel Reese then. But just don't sexualize her. We'll see you in 4.
What time did we start the show 4 years ago? What time were we doing it? How long? 4 years ago? I don't know.
It's pandemic. It was.
It was before COVID, homie. What do you mean? COVID had shit yet, homie.
Hey, look at that.
I was 16 and motherfucker right? I ain't lost 30 pounds. He was over that shit hard.
What's going on? Y'all just made me a Big Smitty, man. We got JB in the building, my man Spree. Pouring behind the 1 and 2 with the camera. And welcome to the Coach JB Show, Big Smitty live in the fucking cigar lounge. What you doing, JB? What you got going on?
Drinks, cause I'm like a bitch in this motherfucker.
JB ain't got no AEs, y'all. He been talking about this all week. I got all the hoes, all the AEs. There ain't no, not an AE in here. Come on now.
It's been on swole. I can't wear this on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? My man blows the Beyonce on me.
Big Smitty, Trail.
Shit.
JD. I lived the wrong end, y'all. We turned up, y'all saw good. Players fuck up. I lit the wrong side. I cut the wrong side.
Ah, damn. This motherfucker's drunk already.
I just smoked other cigars. I've never done this before in my life. I'm
nervous.
I'm like, why this shit ain't hit?
Nervous.
Wow.
No, take that off. Because you don't smoke it that way. Throw that out.
I can't wait till cigar.
Now I gotta stop 3,000 cigars to this motherfucker. I'm the guy that has to do everything around this motherfucker. I'm carrying the whole fucking squad.
I got it right now. I like this side though, JB.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17. Big boy. Everybody stop playing with me. I don't smoke like that though. Everybody know that. Yeah, my mother smoking a cigar.
I ain't married, homie. Hold up, I am not married. You are.
How you a leader of me?
Because I'm not married.
You fuck everything.
Yeah, you do.
So I ask you motherfucking D.
Short, fat, everything. Tall. Short, fat, skinny, and tall. I fuck them all. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, you did get hot before, JB, on accident.
That happened.
I was with you. Yeah. Can you reshare the story though? Everybody get
everything with him.
Reshare the story, please, about the night.
I'm trying to take this motherfucker to his house, and for 3 hours, we could not make a right turn. So we kept making a left-hand turn on everything.
It probably went 3 hours, but it's at least like 30 minutes.
Right.
So,
it's a long time.
Motherfucker, all we can do is laugh, homie.
Smitty, I'm gonna tell you right now, his front door was where that TV is.
Right.
And this is the street. And you're in the right side passenger. Yeah. I'm right here. I'm driving where he is.
One-way street.
You're straight, alright? He's me, you're him.
Yeah.
That's his door. That's his door.
One-way street. Right here.
It's a one-way street.
Right.
We driving right here.
Yeah.
We do not stop to get out and go in that door. He kept going and making a left and getting out on the main street and kept going all the way around the block.
Y'all saw the house.
Saw the house. His door's right there.
He couldn't see me stop after he motherfucker kept hitting.
That one stopped the switch and you drive to the hill.
He couldn't drive, homie. So he looked at me. I looked at him. His motherfucking eyes, his blood stopped raining. His head started falling back on the seat. He couldn't even hold his motherfucking head up.
I wasn't high until the motherfucker said.
Yeah.
He said,
no, first of all, we ate 2 gallons of Baskin Robbins, homie.
No.
Gallons.
At first, when we had the chocolate chip cookies.
That's what
we dropped this girl off at work. She had a bag of chocolate chip cookies. We don't.
Here, this is the infamous one of the palm trees at Ash 8.
Can't fucking believe you. See this fucking belt? You see it? Who just eats a whole fucking palm tree, man? You guys are fucking shitting. Just fucking unearthed the motherfucker. Ate the whole fucking thing. Like, who eats a whole fucking palm tree? Like, you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Now, let's check now. Who did it? I'm gonna look at the fucking camera. Who fucking did it? Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Now, do we understand each other? Excuse me. There is no more fucking up palm trees. I'm tired of spending all this money, and now I've created a whole fucking barricade for you. So I don't want to have to dig this bitch out. I'm fucking dead. I'm old, my back hurts, I'm fucking stiff as a porn dick. Come here, sit down. Sit down. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down, now, you come over here with me. Come Come on. Here's what I had to do to fucking stop you. And I got a better, beautiful, bigger tree. So now we are shitting in tall grass. Replanted it, bitch. Soiled it up. Put a little trellis in here. Put a bunch of fucking stones. Look like Stonehenge around this bitch. And now, Ash, are you gonna fucking try to dig this bitch out? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this again? Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Back in the building on this Truth Telling Thursday. Tomorrow is Free Game Friday. We got Michael Cooper, legendary Laker, joining the show. So make sure you tune in, tap in, make sure you share the channel and subscribe today. If you're not a member, become one. The best $1.99 you can spend. Help grow the show as we get ready for another football season, which we look to take off. Keith Smith, shut up. Stop fucking being a producer. God.
Huh?
Keith Smith said you take too many breaks on me.
Got to, man. Get with 5 in the morning, 3-hour show, 3.5 hours some days, and then you know what I mean. Got to do. Me and JB both got 3-4 other jobs outside of this, so you got to take a break sometimes. I mean,
True that. James Washington joins us. James Washington, Super Bowl champ, 2-time Super Bowl champ, joins us. Smitty, I don't know if you remember James Washington's infamous, I guess, spat with a fan when he was with the Washington Redskins at the time.
Break it down.
Basically, like, he had a halftime incident that it was a big deal back in the day. So, like, he grabbed a camera and of a news reporter named David Leeson, I believe. Who was trying to defend Alvin Harper at the time. So, yeah, because, you know, James played for the Cowboys, obviously, prior. So, interested to ask him that deal. Plus, he played in the era that I grew up watching the UCLA Bruins when they were super, super loaded, Smitty. I mean,
for real.
I mean, shit, we've had guys on like Charles Arbuckle, who's a good friend of mine, who was a tight end on that team. And Smitty, like, when I say, like, loaded, Darrell Henley, who's obviously behind bars for trying to pay off a judge. But anyway, Ken Norton Jr., obviously, Cornell Lake, Flipper Anderson, just to name a few. I mean, there's other ones, too. Eric Ball, Gaston Green. I mean, they were loaded, man. And obviously, Troy Aikman and all the other guys that came with it. But it's going to be interesting. Can't wait to get James on, see how he's doing. Smitty, let's dive into it. We got a little bit left, and I'm interested to get your take on this next topic regarding Travis Hunter.
Yes, sir. The great Charles Woodson was asked about Travis Hunter playing both ways, and he had this to say. Check it out.
He can play both sides of the ball, or is he, to be successful in the league, I mean, you're really going to have to concentrate on one side and maybe sprinkle in the other?
Yeah, I think you sprinkle it in. I don't see any player going out there and playing the way he played in college at the NFL level. I just think, you know, in terms of the game just leans on you at the NFL level a different way than it does in college football. And I would hate to see him age in dog years, you know what I mean, trying to play both ways and try to play every snap. But I do agree, you know, if he's an offensive starter, if that's the way they're looking at it, maybe you have some plays here or there defensively. I think that's fine. But to go out there and try to play every snap, I say no.
Somebody on this show said that exactly almost long time ago. But now that he said it, maybe my take from 6 months ago could be carried with a little bit more weight. But what do I know?
when you say it, I don't really listen to it, but like when a great Charles Woodson says it, who a guy who actually did
now it matters.
A little both sides in college, who's a Hall of Famer,
all the stuff I say about quarterback, and then Tom Brady comes out and says it, and then all of a sudden
it just holds more weight. To be honest with you, it holds more weight. It's more clarity. They say it differently.
Hey, shout out for the homie that makes these flags, homie. But he sent me 2 yesterday. God damn, these are fire. These are fire, Smitty. I'm gonna go on the yacht, homie. That shit right there.
It is nice. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
I got a white one too that has the same.
The red one better. You should sell them to fans.
I might have to sell flags, homie, but they take a while to make because they're heavy duty because they got to be on the yacht, flapping.
It's all right. I mean,
double-sided, homie. Double-sided.
It takes you a while to ship stuff anyway, so if it takes a while, it's okay.
And these are 2x3. They're pretty big. I mean, he makes bigger ones. These are fire, Smitty. I might start selling these. By the way, we don't do blue around here. Ruffs 41. We do flu. Smitty, I want to be clear. I just got one of my latest batches of books that I actually get to the house. I get them maybe every 2 years. Everything else you buy online, you can get a book signed by me though, because I have them in house, and I will ship them to you. If you guys want to get a signed copy of the best-selling "Hate Me Now, Love Me Later," I'll sign it, personalize it to you. I'll personalize it, the whole thing. So you can get it today. I got about 100 of them. I got hardback too. Hardbacks are more expensive, but I got hardback and I got paperback. You can do them. Venmo me at Coach JB12. $35.
That's
throwing that out there.
There you go, man. Fans, exclusive signed book. Can't
Man,
be.
that's cheap because it's gonna cost me fucking $11 to fucking ship.
Right, at least. Might cost more depending where you're shipping it to, homie. We got a lot of people out of the country who watch the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I agree. I mean, Charles wasn't, when he speaks, you listen. He's one of those guys, all-time greats who played the position as well. So, I'm going to lean on his expertise of playing. And like I said, I don't think I said, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I said he's going to play the exact same number of plays he did in college as he did in NFL. I think it's going to be, he might do 40 plays on offense as a receiver and go do, 15, 20 plays on defense as a DB. My only argument was like, if he wants to try it, let's let him try it and see how it looks. And if it doesn't work, then cool, you back out from it. But, I enjoy seeing guys want to go out there and be great and do things that's never been done before. Like, I'm sure there's been things, if we go way back in the days, that players have done or did do that at that point in time had never been done. But you have to give them the opportunity to try it before we can even know. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you make history. That's how you break records. That's how you become, even that much greater. Shohei Ohtani, I mean, we've never seen a guy be as great as a hitter as he is as a pitcher, but they let him do it. And then we saw it and we were able to see the greatness. So that's my only thing. Like, young kid, man, he has a dream. He wants to try it. Let's try it. Obviously catered in a way that's still beneficial to the team and that's smart for him as well. But just figure out a way to make it make sense. Again, maybe it's 70-30 situation where it's 70% on offense, 30% on defense, and that will satisfy Travis, but not only satisfy Travis, but actually help benefit the team win, or allow the team to win. Excuse me. So.
Yeah, I said that we're putting them, we're setting them up for failure. That's my biggest takeaway with this. I think we put them on a pedestal. We because what's going to be like acceptable for like these nobody ass fans who are going to be out here like dogging this kid when he doesn't perform at a Pro Bowl level at corner or at wideout. Like, that's the problem. That's why I've said it. But I'm the hater though. But yet I'm the one that's actually saying, nah. Pump our brakes, homie. This cat ain't going to go into the fucking grown man league, have to cover Justin Jefferson on one end, and then have to go up against Patrick Surtain on the other. Stop. This ain't going against a fucking D3 Montana State transfer that's the third string backup. Like, this is what I've been saying for months and months and months prior to the draft. Stop thinking this kid's going to go in here and dominate both sides of the fucking ball in his first season or ever. I don't see it. That's why I said it. I think he needs to stick with one side. I believe he's a DB. That's my personal opinion. Because you can be a unbelievable, Smitty, Hall of Fame corner with the ball skills that he has. Because his ball skills separate himself from a normal DB that's just a great look how good Diggs was for the Cowboys early on, but then look how bad he ends up being every other snap because he can't catch a fucking cold. He drops more interceptions than anyone else in the history of football. He gets beat over the top, but then he'll make these great plays and everyone's like, oh shit, he's unbelievable. Imagine that times 10 with this kid because he's not going to drop a ball. He's going to make the pick, and then he's going to elude everybody on offense and score. He's going to be Devin Hester at corner, returning a punt or a kickoff. This is what he could be at corner. This is what he can be all time. That's why I'm saying go put your ass over there on defense. Be elite because you have elite ball skills. I think his ball skills are as elite as it gets. And go over there and do that. Don't spread yourself too thin. And try to force this square peg into a round hole. I think we're forcing this kid. We're forcing things on these kids nowadays because I think the NIL era has cause for this discussion to even be brought up. The NIL era has brought up the discussion. We're overpaying these kids in college. And what happens, Smitty, is they think now that they got paid millions of dollars in college, they go right into the NFL and continue to be that guy. No, you were that guy in college. You were an anomaly. You were a guy that's better than everybody else. Now you're not. So now I think we've set him up for failure. Well, don't say he has never played it down.
No, that's not what I'm saying to. I'm saying that I disagree with you saying that the NIL is what has made these guys feel like they're the guy when they go to the NFL. All of these guys, we all have egos. We all think if we balled out in college, we are assuming and preparing to ball out at the next level. I don't think NIL dollars has anything to do with that. I just think this is a kid who people didn't think he could play.
Man, you just saw a kid jump in a pool and draws. What do you mean hasn't affected it?
No,
he just decommitted after the motherfucking head coach did like this at Oregon on a pool video.
No,
what do you mean it hasn't affected
it?
Listen
to what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not affecting their mindset in terms of like I think I'm the guy when I go to the NFL. Like
it absolutely is.
That's always been that. Like
no, it hasn't.
Reggie Bush leaving USC thought I'm going to the NFL. I'm gonna still ball out. Like
why did the kid leave Oregon? Why did the kid decommit?
I don't know.
Because he thinks he's worth more money. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean that hasn't affected it?
What's that to do with?
I mean, it's clear. It's clearly affecting it. What do you mean? It gives these kids a false hope. It gives them a false sense of, I'm this guy. When you're going to go to the NFL now and have to defend Justin Jefferson on this side and go against Stingley and Surtain on this side, it's going to the false hope.
I just don't understand what's the issue with having confidence. Now you go out there and you can be proven wrong, but we all had ego. I know your ass had an ego as a quarterback. Like I thought I was going to fucking league. You couldn't tell me shit. Going to Ball State, like that's how we're trained. Like we're literally trained to be that. You're trained to think I'm the most physical, fastest. I'm the dog. That we have to be trained that way to go out there and do the sport that we play. So like. I don't think the money, this is my opinion. I can be wrong, I don't care, but I don't think the money has changed. It's always been that way. If I get drafted to NFL, I'm that guy. I'm not going to NFL like I'm just so humble to be here and I'm going to try to find my role. No, I'm trying to fucking play right now. That's how it's always been.
That's not my point. That's not my point though. The point I have is and Latrell, I'm not fucking retarded, homie. I know they're not on the same team. You get my point. You're going to go against NFL caliber corners and wideouts every snap, homie. So anyway, let me ask you something, Smitty. Would you rather be elite as your counterpart, Mac Action Coach in Minnesota once says, you want to be elite or do you want to just be good? Because he's not going to be elite at wideout and at corner, but he can be elite at one of the two. I'm trying to find out why all of a sudden we've allowed mediocrity to be our new excellence in sports. Now we want to see the anomaly instead of the steady, consistent, great player. Well, I'm confused as to why. That is why I go on these tangents. I want to see you be fucking unbelievably great at one spot. At one spot. No, you don't. You want to see this guy be average at two.
No, I don't. I want to see him be elite, but I'm saying what's the worst thing? What's the bad thing about giving him a chance? In like his rookie year, all right, let's go out there and see. Like, you want to do it, let's see. And then we watch it and the shit looks bad. We're like, all right, bro, we try to give you a chance. It's been 3-4 games. Shit don't look right. You're not focused on offense too much. All right, we got to put you on one side. All right, and then we move on. You don't even want to give the young man a chance to be great. You wouldn't have gave Otani the chance to pitch. No, you're not going to pitch. No, fuck that. You're too great of a hitter. Just focus on hitting. You are our DH. That's all you're gonna do. Like, nah, like just let them try it and see. And we saw what happened. I'm saying let them try it. Again, when I say try it, stupid ass fans in chat, I'm not saying full time. I'm saying allow them to go play 30% on defense or whatever, 70 on offense or vice versa, and just see how it looks like. If it looks bad and we're wrong, okay. Go ahead, Jason. I'm done talking about it.
Answer this question for me. Have you ever coached?
No.
Okay. I have, right? We agree?
Yeah.
This is why you got to listen to your boy.
Rhetorical question. I didn't like
we don't let kids fail. We don't coach them to fail. So for me, allowing him to see if he could do it is a failing coach who's allowing his player to fail. Because if that kid goes out there and overstrains, gets hurt, overloads himself, we'll never see the greatness of Travis Hunter, homie. That's the difference between you and I, coaching and not coaching, and just being a player. That's the difference. So yes, it does matter. I'm not here to gamble and flip coins, homie, to see if my player that I drafted second overall or third or whatever he was, see if he can be good at two things. No, my job is to make him great at one, and then we can dabble him over there and do some things that we've done with Cordell Patterson's and Dion and fucking the greats that we've seen. But first of all, we know what Cordell was when he came in. We know what Dion was. He is a lockdown. He is a whatever. He is this. He's not good at two things, homie. So that's what I'm telling you. Yes, Darnell?
As a player, I'm thinking from a player perspective, we don't go out on the field worry about getting hurt. We're not going out there thinking about getting injured. And I don't think I didn't think.
Did you know more than your head coach at Ball State?
I didn't think my coaches went out there like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't get hurt.
Time out.
Play the game. And
did you know more than your head coach?
When I hurt my knee at practice in my senior year at camp, when I'm about to be all kind, it is what it is. Like, it's part of the game.
Did you know more than your head coach?
No.
And you never, and I know you enough to know that you respected the hierarchy and understand that he was going to put you in the best position to succeed. You believed in your head coach. That's why you went to Ball State. You believed in him, and you said, you know what? I know you're going to put me in the right spot, coach. I'm not questioning you going on the field saying that I'm going to dominate and I'm going to be the best. And I'm not. Of course, we want that. That's why we wanted to sign you. But at the same time, you know that the coach is going to put you in the best position to win. That's the part that you're missing on this, in my opinion. Like, I'm going to put Travis Hunter in the best spot to win, homie.
We're having this whole argument and debate. There's some people who think he's better as a receiver. People like you think he's better as a DB because he's so great and he's shown that he's been so great at both.
I think he's great at both.
Okay, so
no. But let me be clear. I think
he's
unique.
Great. We haven't seen that. We ain't seen he's being great at both.
Let me retract both. I mean either. I think he could be either. I think it could be either. Yeah, a great wideout or either a great corner. Not both.
So it's just one of those unique situations where it's like, fuck, like.
But my point is,
it's like you're wasting a DB if he plays full-time receiver, or you're wasting it. Like it's like damn.
But that's the problem though, homie. Okay, let me at least ask you.
You wouldn't if you was coaching Colorado or coached him in college. I don't think you would have even allowed him to do what he did in college. I don't think you would have, based upon what you're saying, and we would have missed all that he just proved. He real quick. I know college is way different than NFL. I didn't play in the NFL, and we just heard from Charles Woodson. It's a way different rigor. I understand all that, but let's be real. What he did in college was still unbelievable. Like, let's not act like that was. I don't give a fuck who he's guarding. To play that many plays out there, that's unfucking believable. I played college football, so I can speak on that piece. I've been on the field for 77 plays or 80 plays, and I know what that feels like.
I'm trying to figure out.
That's incredible. So, like, maybe he's just an outlier. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out why we're dismissing a guy who was before Travis Hunter known as the greatest two-way player of all time, who also won a Heisman, who ended up having a Hall of Fame career on defense. Why we're dismissing what he just said. And you're acting as if this guy didn't do exactly what Travis did in college, won the same award, and then went to the NFL and became a Hall of Famer. We're just dismissing what the fuck he just said, homie. Like, I'm trying to figure out how we know so much more than Charles Woodson. Like, the guy just told everybody, homie, what I said 6 months ago. Travis isn't the guy to do this both ways yet. We need to make sure he's great at something. Like, you're just saying, let's throw shit at the wall. Let's make sure we can see him play both sides and then make a decision. No, homie.
Yeah.
That's not what you do. That's not what you do.
In this situation, you do, I think, though.
No, why? He's not.
Because we don't know.
The same resume, homie. Charles Woods had the same resume going to college, going to the pros, homie. He just told you it's not.
Charles Woodson wasn't as dominant on
Here
both
we
sides.
go. Charles
He
Woodson
didn't play
played at
170
Michigan.
plays.
Charles Woodson played at Michigan, homie, not in the fucking league with fucking Penn State. Okay, he didn't play in the league with fucking BYU, homie.
He play 150 games per game, 150 plays per game. He didn't do that.
He also won meaningful games. He also won a natty.
Okay, we're not arguing who's better. I'm not.
Come on, homie.
I love Charles Woodson. I'm not. That's not a conversation. Stay on track. Stay on track.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because the competition was a lot greater, homie. Stop.
I respect everything Charles Woodson said. I led my take with that, but
I love the people that said now Charles Woodson's a hater.
Why he said no? He's not a hater.
And the prime sexuals, homie, are fucking diabolical.
Hasn't all-time greats been wrong though about their opinions?
Holy fuck! You prime sexuals, homie, need to fucking die.
Oh,
you need to go away. Holy fuck, you prime sexuals have a real problem, homie. None of you are from Colorado. You've never been to Boulder. Half of you never been to the fucking snow. You're all from Florida and Texas, and you're Deion Sanders dick riders. Stop. Go the fuck away, homie. Die already. You fucks. You motherfuckers are diabolical, homie. Get the fuck out. Holy shit, you motherfuckers kill me. God damn, homie. These cats will call Charles Woodson a hater. Holy shit. We got a problem, homie. Holy shit. Seriously. We got a major issue. Charles Woodson's a hater? Holy fuck, dude. Ricardo, you live with your mom in a basement. You've done nothing, homie. Nothing. I didn't see what you put up, Smitty. But anyway, we got a legend joining. I can't wait. I'm going to ask a legendary guy that's about to join this show. Two-time Super Bowl champ, the pride and joy of What's Up. And that's people don't know. What's up, baby? L.A. Jordan legend, UCLA Bruin legend, and two-time Super Bowl champ legend. I can't thank him enough, man. James Washington joins the show.
What's up, man?
Hey, brother.
What the hell? It's too early for you to be hollering at people, James.
Hey, Doc, Compton and Watts. You know how we get down, James. Compton and Watts.
Wake it up, hollering at people, dog. What's up?
Hey, I got to ask you straight out, dog. Because we got these dick riders in the chat, James. And these cats calling Charles Woodson a hater because he came out and said that Travis Hunter should not try to play both ways right out the gate in the NFL and act like this is college. And I'm like, dog, this dude did the same thing Travis Hunter did in college at Michigan, won the Natty, won the Heisman, and then goes to the NFL and is a Hall of Famer, but he's a hater. I call him prime sexual.
He's not hating what he's trying to give. He's trying to give the young buck a lesson. And understanding is that, you know, Travis Hunter has potential. And when you part of that Heisman group, that's another dude trying to carry a torch and say, hey, man, this is what you should try to do. Because guess what? Travis Hunter ain't getting hit by James Washington in college. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
And taking them blows across the middle and then think you're going to just jump up and go. I mean, ask Deion. I mean, Deion, he did it a little bit, but to go try to do it both ways off the bat, I think he choose one if he has that option to choose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I like him as a receiver. I think the NFL gonna offer a different challenge as a defensive back, though.
No doubt. I like him as a corner because I think his ball skills at wideout are so amazing that if he goes to corner, he can be a Hall of Fame
all day.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And that's all Wood is saying, though. He's not looking at a dude trying to bring him down. He's not looking at a dude trying to be a hater. This is an OG trying to spit some knowledge into a young cat and say, hey, not saying that you can't grow into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, are you grabbing punt returns? Are you doing different things? But to try to go out there and think you're going to be a rock star on both sides, I say you gradually go into it. You can call me a hater too, in a sense. Until you come across that and when you run that full route across the middle, that'll tell me what kind of dude you are at the receiver, though.
No doubt.
100%. Real quick, and again, it's an honor to have you on here. You know, I'm the younger cat on the show here, so you know, me and JB, we always go back and forth from different perspectives. I agree with everything you guys are saying. I guess my only thing is, what's the harm in just testing it out for a couple games? And again, just for clarity, I'm not saying full time both sides. I'm saying like, okay, 70% at wide receiver, 30%, or whatever, however you want to split it. You still will be majority one side, but you still get decent amount of 15 plays or whatever on the other side of the ball. Like if we tried it out for 2-3 games and it didn't look good, and coach is like, all right, this ain't really benefiting the team. Okay, pull back and we'll go full time one side. My thing is like, I feel like we're potentially what's the word? We're potentially like limiting his greatness because we think he can't do it.
Hey, James,
nobody said that he can't do it, young buck. Let's go this way.
Tell this youngster that this ain't the tryout league, James, please.
I'm talking to James, not you, James. I'm talking to James. Go ahead.
Hey, understand this, Calvin. First of all, you be in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
I played defensive back all my life. I was a receiver, all that, high school, got to college and realized that, you know what, you got to run routes a certain kind of way. That ball is coming at you a certain kind of way. A guy just ain't just waiting for you to get open and throw the ball to you a certain kind of way. I mean, you gotta put in some work off the field. Don't think about learning the system. It ain't like you know, Dion is your coach and we just running 9 routes, 4 routes, and stops, and that's it.
Right.
Guess what? You got to learn the playbook so that when you out there, you got to block. You just ain't going out there just catching passes every time. You know, you got to understand there's 2 different classrooms. So it's kind of like when you're going to get your master's degree, right? Like I got my master's degree in education. I don't got my master's degree in engineering. So the fact is that when I was in a classroom and became a professional athlete, I show up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning just to try to figure out what Jerry Rice and Sterling Sharp and Andre Rison is trying to do. So now when you're saying you want to be great at something, those dudes, you got to put in film time. And does he have the ability to do that? I'm not saying what the young man is capable of doing. It's just that it's not like a lot of favoritism. Like, okay, hey, man, you're going to be over here in the classroom. And when we having team meetings, you got to know all the calls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a quarterback audible, and, you know, not saying that he's not smart, but the fact is that the system is not set up for you to be successful.
Right.
The system is set up for you to fail. Now, to give him 1 or 2, 3 plays on offense, that's different. But to try to say that, he's going to be a starter on offense and a starter on defense, bro, that's not happening. I mean, and you can call me a hater on that. It's just that it's a lot to learn. That's all I'm saying.
And I would argue
both classrooms, be in both meetings, to be, you know, understand what the offensive coordinator wants from you and understand what the defensive coordinator wants from you.
No
That's
doubt.
the only thing that I'm saying. And I'm not saying that he has the ability, because he eats and sleeps this thing. You know, he's what, young buck too? So he, you know, just got married. Man, usually you come in the league, you ain't married, you ain't got to deal with the stuff at home. It's a lot of issues that comes with this, and a lot of people just like, okay, and everybody wants him to fail. I want him to win. I want to uplift him. Deion has done a wonderful job building this young man, and he has a spirit that I wish people would stop trying to kill.
James, let me ask you. I'd even argue. Would you argue either it could be even easier now to learn both sides since we are RPO. It's now we're just signaling in. We're not really audibling at the line. As quarterbacks aren't really doing a lot anymore compared to what you guys did and had to deal with. It's even easier now, in my opinion, as seeing these cats and having coached these kids lately than it was in our old era where we had to learn words, verbiage that was so damn long it was hard to get in. And he still can't do that at the high clip. A little less learn all that shit that we used to have to learn. So even in an easier era, we still agree that it shouldn't have tried. We shouldn't just try it.
I mean, it's not something that he got drafted. They plan to use him. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I'm saying they'll have a package put together for him, just like they have for Deion. It's the same similar situation. You ain't see Deion go out there and run 40 plays on offense. You know, he go out there and do a little something, get the ball, and hopefully, run a reverse, until he kept getting cracked. You know what I'm saying? And he was the best at what he did.
No doubt. No
so
doubt.
I mean, I hope him well, but young buck, it is a lot to learn when you step into the big leagues. And guess what? These dudes ain't 18. These dudes come to work to eat. Their livelihood depends on it.
Yeah.
And now you get a tag on your back. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes are silly on defense, like myself. I'm hitting you with the ball or without the ball. I want to see what kind of heart you got.
Hell yeah.
Different era though, OG. Different. They can't get away with that no more.
I'm telling you this. This era, that era, because of who he is, somebody's gonna test the waters, Doc.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna test the waters because it's like, and it ain't gonna be the corner to test the water.
Right.
You run that slant route and they throw the ball that way, bro. I'm lighting your ass up on this side. Just because.
And he coming in with that, he got paid in college, he got money, he got the wife now.
I'm gonna do this, JB. I'm gonna do this. I ain't even worried about all that because they all getting paid. He is the dude.
Right.
But the point is, it's the fifth rounders and the sixth rounders that's out there playing like the James Washington, the Harrises, and that we want to say, okay, you the second pick of the draft. Yeah. Let me see what you're made of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But that's football though.
It's football, yeah.
And you know what? He get hit, he bounce back up, which I think he will. But the fact is to do it over and over again. It's 50 plays on defense, 50 plays on offense. Bro, that's a lot of collisions. I've had 9 operations, right? 9 operations. I played with a bad knee coming into the league. Played 8 years. That league ain't no joke until I got pulled around, came around and got hit by one of them linemen in my mouth. And I thought I was a tough dude. You know what? I go dust myself off. Right back up, got hit by a different lineman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna test you in practice.
Yeah.
Does he have the ability to do it? Yes. And kind of like JB said, it's more of a not say watered down, but it's like the RPO is really allows you to, you ain't got to learn a lot.
Yeah, go quick.
You can run the hit. Hey. He's the hitch guy,
Yeah.
Right.
And I can run through the passing tree, but the fact is that, they run in 9s, they run in 7s, keeping him outside. Long as they don't keep him inside. If he ain't running 4s, he ain't running, 0s across where people are catching him. because it's a lot of man-to-man. So I think that he'll do okay, but I say you have a package for him, if that makes sense.
No doubt.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you have a package for him, but if you think he going to step on the field and these people like, oh, he going to play both ways, it would be amazing if he could.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
You'll see him on offense,
yeah.
But to think that he gonna get 50 snaps on offense and 50 snaps on defense.
Oh no.
Wait, and play the next game.
Right.
17 weeks.
Right.
And I'm trying to hit you where your mama can feel it.
Woo. Yeah. Hey, Jay, let me dive into some brass tacks. I don't know if you saw, but this Oregon kid, right out of LA. Sierra Canyon committed to Dan Lanning in Oregon. And basically, this is a full roundabout question I got for you. This kid basically decommits 17 days later after Dan Lanning's caught on a video jumping in a pool with the kid. If you haven't seen it, take a look real quick. Here's a video of it. This is the kid. He says, I'm going to be an Oregon Duck. They at the pool chilling. Dan Lanning says, uh-oh. And Dan jumps in the pool with him, and 17 days later, the kid decommits. Now, I'm asking you this question. Hey, Smitty, I don't think, hey, James, I don't think Smitty even knows where I'm going because I don't think he knows what you do. So
you don't know the whole thing, so it's cool.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, so
that means you're doing your homework, though.
Hey, as the head of UCLA's NIL.
Yes.
What would you do right here?
Well, me personally, the best thing about me owning the NIL for UCLA Bruins, Bruins for Life, hey, go to bruinsforlife.net. Everybody can donate. You can hate the Bruins, love the Bruins, but it's tough now, man, because these coaches and the interactions made a kid go on a recruiting trip. Or maybe a person comes on a visit, and how they interact with athletes today is totally different in what you can and cannot get away with. But the fact is that these kids, they're in it for the bag. Depending on if they're, you got these homeboys, the homeboy hookup, which used to be runners back in the day. Now all of a sudden they agents, they super agents, they're negotiating contracts, interfering, and then if you ain't giving the dude the right kind of money, high school kids, man, I feel sorry for the high school kids because a dude like me who came out of LA Jordan, I mean, you want to call me a 3-star, but I started as a freshman, came in. MVP of the Fiesta Bowl, led the team in tackles and interceptions my freshman year. But my point is, the young kids today probably don't even get the opportunity. And it's a grain of salt when somebody tell you they come into your school and you got a whole year, or if you got a whole month, because it's just the next person up. And it depends on who is in that kid's ear. That's the biggest problem that I'm seeing.
What's your take about Kirby Smart's come out and said basically we're paying high school commits $20,000 a month, and if that kid decommits, he has to pay money back. I don't know how you're getting money back, especially no hood kid. Motherfucker ain't paying you back. I'm trying to figure what are you doing
right there. Hey, you from Compton, I'm from Watts, bro. Hey, when them food stamps came, you try to get them back.
You think? Yeah, you
coming back?
Wick, I ain't giving back no wick.
Hey, soon as it hits the young buck's pocket, mama done spent it. She done went out and got her a Versace purse and some,
She got full sausage.
Hey, went and got her some Spanx, trying to find her a man. You know what I'm saying? By the time that money hit, boy, ain't none of that money coming back. What money will this kid have? The biggest problem that I'm worried about with young people who's getting all this money, who's managing them on their taxes?
Yeah.
Because you write them checks.
Yeah.
You write them checks.
They don't get it.
How I have it set up is a little different. everything. I have a financial whole system set up for people who actually come to Westwood. Taxes is already taken out before you don't have to worry about all those things. But a lot of these young people out here that don't have nothing, like myself. I was a foster kid, man. I was raised by my grandparents. I didn't want for nothing, but all my homies, they wanted a lot. So the fact is that you give me money, that money is spent. It coming in the door, going out the door. Everybody ain't coming in with a financial planner and dude with a briefcase lying about where he's putting your money,
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think people realize what's happening out here, man. I don't know if you're going to get the pace back in this tube, and I don't know what.
No, it will. It's coming.
Think so?
I guarantee you it's coming because it came in as a wild, wild west. And that's why you didn't hear about my name before, because I got, just like, when we in the streets, you got to see the lay of the land. You just can't just jump in it.
Right.
You have to understand. And it took me 3 to 4 years to just kind of understand it. I did not want to do it, but I owe UCLA and the Bruin community everything. Everything that I have has stemmed from Westwood and the Bruin community.
No doubt. And from Watts to Westwood's got to be, that's like, you're appreciative, right?
And watch this, though. Watch the Westwood, won a couple of Super Bowls and hung out at the White House. And I ain't talking about the one in Dallas.
Ooh. Hey, but these kids don't get that feeling no more, though. They go from UCLA to USC and back to UCLA. How the hell you going to go? That's like going from blood. That's from the Downs to the Nickersons.
Hey, I woke up one day. I was Gray Street Watts down. I'm a bounty hunter. Then I'm a bishop, and then I'm a Pyru. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, what we doing?
No shit. I'm like, homie, how is that? What really
loyalty?
But that's the point though. Like, these kids don't understand appreciation no more. If you're going from LSU to Florida State, you play 4 schools in 4 years. You don't even have a diploma with a certain name on it. A little less appreciate a guy like James Washington who looked out for that particular guy for 4 years. You just bounce now. You got $20K as a high school senior. And then I say, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to jump in the pool with Dan Lanning and then now these
situations. I mean, what we doing? I'm gonna give a props to Shaun Foster. He's done a great job. Not knocking anything that Chip did before, but Shaun Foster is taking this program and he is planting seeds. But he's also went to Home Depot and got some already made plants. But he's bringing it along. People want to talk about him on that one media day. But I guarantee you sit in the room with Deshaun and listen to the message and his vision. You talking about a person who loves UCLA. You talk about a person who loves kids. He's been in this coaching game for a long time. And look at the roster of kids and running backs that he put in the league. Ain't nothing changed. I mean, look at the roster that he had this year. He had 2 second rounders off that roster. High second rounders.
No doubt.
So what I'm saying is that I like his vision. I like the dudes that he brought in. I like his coaching staff. Dealing with the collective. I don't choose who's on the field. That coaching staff chooses. They have to go out because they got to live with it. Because guess what? Bruins for Life is going to be here with them or without them.
Right.
So therefore, you got to put it in, and that's and I'm very proud to be a part of the UCLA family because I can see how he's building, and he's building within.
Yeah, let me, because he did that speech shit, and I've known Deshaun since I recruited him at Tustin High School years ago. Here's the thing I wanted to ask you, like, I think I'm the only one in the media. Smitty and I came on. I'm like, man, that speech don't mean shit. I go, it might mean shit down the line if they end up being like boo-boo, but that team got better as the year went along. And I told Smitty live after he did that speech that blew up, I'm like, that don't mean shit. that means he don't really like to talk in front of folks like that aren't his folks.
And to this day right now, though, you're going to get the same. He's the same dude.
Yeah.
When he wake up in the morning, you ain't got to guess. What he says is the real life. What he says is coming from his heart. And if he says he's going to do something, he's going to do everything possible to make it happen.
No doubt.
That's where you got to go with the realness in the sense of learning curve. Some dudes, think about this. Think about some of your great coaches. People just do not wake up and know how to handle this. Being able to talk and just come off the cuff with things. Everybody is not that guy. That don't have anything to do with coaching. That has nothing to do with X's and O's. That ain't got nothing to do with winning parents over and getting kids to want to be part of your program. So, and that's everywhere. Everybody's just not. Everybody can't be Deion. Can't come in with the media and the camera and all the sales and bells and whistles. Yeah. Hey, and Deion came with it at the highest level, and like I say, the best to ever do it. But unfortunately, they'll put you in your place.
Nah, no doubt. We a good friend of mine, Mead is on the staff. A couple other buddies of mine that have coached with over the years that has coached with me. So Smitty and I are gonna go do a show out there at practice during the fall or summer before you guys get going. So we got to hook up. Let me ask you. Let me go back to some. So I want to get into some stuff real quick with you. Your UCLA days. I haven't watched you guys grow up. One of my, who I grew up with, Bruce Walker. Rest in peace, man. Compton legend. I was with him the day before he passed, man, with his kid on the Pop Warner field. He came over to my place and got some plays to run in his championship game, and the next day, unfortunately, passed away in front of his own son. But I remember the story that they told me. I know the story that Terry Donahue told me personally, and was like, "Man, I had to go get this sucker out of his bed in Compton because his ass wasn't there to go to Miami to play a game."
That was a new breed of kid. That's when Coach Donahue, man, he was ready. He was at his in wits with a lot of these young people. They like in the 90s. I'm an 80s kid. When last time UCLA was real good is when I played. They've won some games, but I'm talking about winning games and winning bowl games.
Yeah.
But the fact is, that new breed, they needed to be catered to a little different. And let me just tell you this too, boy. You imagine if they needed to be catered to.
Right. This trickling down, right?
This group, bro. They expect something before they even got on the field. But that particular group of young guys at that point in time, they was feeling themselves, and they should have won a national championship. Everybody knows it. A couple times, even with Bob Toledo, which I thought was an excellent coach. Got shafted a little bit, but an excellent offensive coordinator. And then they had a massive defense, but they was some arrogant cats, man.
No doubt.
They was
that Miami game, James, the end of the season.
See, the difference between that is that we beat Miami and we was ride or die. But them cats in the 90s, because I came back and I mentored a lot of them. The Tad Perrys and the, and on and on. And
Bells,
dudes, they rode a different way, and you would have thought they was from the 60s because that defense was something special. And I have so many stories of young cats that I tried to mentor and just say, hey man, stay in school one more year.
No doubt.
But like you say, your man, good dude, but they was a different type of dudes that it was a little spoiled, kind of like the Cowboys today, man. They ain't won nothing, but they still living off our legacy.
Woo, you ain't lying. Before we end with some Cowboy talk, I want to ask you real quick. Terry Donahue, who I revere, I look to as well as Toledo, but you got Daryl Henley, another LA product. Ken Norton, another LA guy. Carnell Lake, Gaston Green. You had Flipper Anderson. Charles Arbuckle is a good friend of mine who comes on the show. You guys had NFL talent out the wazoo. It was when UCLA kept a lot of home base. They recruited Texas heavy, and you kept the inner city kid from LA at home. And then Toledo takes a job. You guys beat SC 9 straight years, I believe. But how was Donahue able to get all that talent to stay home and get you guys to buy in and stay here in Westwood?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, because Donahue didn't lie. Donahue gangster on me. I was supposed to go to Washington or Arizona State. Donahue pulled up in Watts on a head coaching visit, not his head coaching visit. I don't even know. This is how you know he had connections to the neighborhood, because I was gonna commit to probably Arizona State or Washington, and 2 of the head coaches were sitting outside to come talk to. I'm raised by my grandmother, and she got 6th grade education, so she thinking she got to pay for me to go to school. That's how the knowledge that she had on the game. And Donahue and Ted Williams come up and walk right past the head coach from Washington and the head coach from Arizona, and sitting there, and he's like, "Hey, give me a few seconds." And he didn't woo me. He wooed my grandmother.
Yeah.
And guess what he said? In simple terms, he said, "I'm not gonna promise you no money, but what I'm gonna promise your grandson is an education, and I'm gonna give him a life that he probably never lived."
Woo! Powerful.
And you got to understand, my grandmother, man, and there was a lot of people, because I came out early too, so I was an early graduate, and so Washington never got a chance to come in the house, and Arizona State never got a chance to come in the house, because my grandmother closed that screen door and that sliding glass door, put that stick down. She said, "It's over." She said, she said, "How you say, you going to UCLA, baby?"
Baby.
That was it. And that's how, with Donahue, he cultivated. He also knew how to recruit out of state. Willie Anderson came from back east. Alan Dow came from Alabama. Terry Toomey, he came from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? The Fars came from Detroit, Lotus, and all them dudes. So now you take all the dudes, and they also stayed home, and they was able to bring the kids. Ken Norton was my teammate. Carnell Lake. I'm just talking about my class. I ain't even talking about Carnell Lake's class. My class, we had 11 dudes drafted.
Did Eric Ball play with you too?
Eric Ball played with us. That's what I'm saying.
Texas.
All those. We won the Rose Bowl, because I won 2 Rose Bowls while I was there. So Eric Ball played with us as well. Gaston Green. I mean, you see
Gardina's finest.
Doing his thing. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Jay, real quick to some NFL stuff. I can't thank you enough for popping on, man. Smitty's camera froze, I guess. He'll be back. Real quick, you go to the Cowboys. You have a hell of a career, 17 picks, two-time Super Bowl champ. You leave there. You go to the Washington Redskins, that we knew them as, and you have a viral moment where you come back to Texas and you get into it at halftime with somebody. So explain the difference between now and then when competition mattered. You were a Cowboy, you were a legend, and then you go to a rival NFC East opponent.
Well, you got to understand this, though, man. It's a connecting factor. Norv Turner, I was drafted by the Rams my first 2 years. Norv Turner was, assistant coach for the Los Angeles Rams. Free agency comes, and now I'm playing with the Dallas Cowboys. Norv Turner comes to Dallas. And this is when the wave of interacting and changing teams was just starting. you know, I was plan B. It wasn't even like free agency. It was just called, it was the Reggie White settlement. And I was one of the first classes in plan B. And that's actually how I got to Dallas. I thought I was going to the Raiders because you didn't have no cell phones during that time, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't went over there. My knee healthy. I didn't got my knee right. Still playing with my brace on, but it was healthy. I ran a 4.4 over there, so I'm thinking I'm fast enough to be a Raider. I want to wear that Lester Hayes 37.
Yeah,
that silver and black. I'll be honest with you. That was my ride or die until I stepped my ass up in Texas and realized what real football was about. I mean, it was. I mean, hell, man, it was in the summertime, and they playing high school football on TV.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
in the airport.
Hell yeah, we ain't never seen that in LA.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. I've only been in Los Angeles playing football. UCLA, Los Angeles Rams when they was in LA originally. So I hadn't been out and seeing. You hear about it. I get off the plane. They got high school games playing in the airport.
Yeah. Crazy.
Football.
That's
crazy.
And it wasn't even the championship. It was just some
regular game. Game 3 of the season.
So what I say there, man, is that you're talking about an experience that I could never give back. You know, the difference is, you say the team of the 90s. I don't know how it was in the 70s because they was pretty tight too, but the team in the 90s, bro, we played for each other. You know, we knew who our superstars were, but our superstars knew who they workers were. And if you would have watched us work, and here again, this is what I'm talking about with Travis, it is understanding. If you understood when you show up at the facility at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and you ain't leaving until 7, 8 at night, which I believe Travis is going to put it all in. It's a lot that goes into just football.
Right.
Then you throw in a babe, may it be your wife, may it be your side piece, may it be your whatever you want her to be.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to deal with that distraction.
No doubt.
Talk about it.
So that's where you got to go and think about it and understanding. If we had the internet back then, bro, we would have broke that thing 10 times fold.
As Smitty say all the time, we just didn't get caught on camera.
Hey, 10 times fold.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, OG.
You
just went on
camera. Cowboy Cafe. I ain't even talking about the White House. White House came later.
Man,
now, just step out. Hey, step out the stadium. I rode down there in a 500 white Mercedes.
Woo! No, you did.
Hey, with BBSs on them. Hey, they were still driving trucks when I showed up. Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith was one driving a Celica and one driving a Toyota.
Yeah.
Hey, Smitty worked with Michael Irvin every day, so he got to get
it.
That's my guy at Fox.
Ask Michael this. Michael didn't understand what his first car was. BMW. It was a 3 Series.
Okay.
I rode up. I'm a 5th round pick. I rode up in a 500 Mercedes. That big baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
I always tell fools from Miami, and I tell them here, and we're going to say it on their show. You don't have to pay for it when you got a real mouthpiece.
Hell nah.
Hello.
People don't get it. I try to tell people, I never paid a kid. At 28 I never paid a kid.
Pay for it. Hey, all them fools over there flexing, doing that extra, bro. You got the real mouthpiece. You ain't got to do nothing but talk.
I'm telling you. I'm trying.
Show up in the club after everybody done bought the drinks.
And then spend a dime and got the barrel.
Oh yeah, the real shit. Hey, what's up, baby? I can't thank you enough. We got to hook up, man, and get you back on. We got to get you back on during the season or something. But hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you soon, man. I know you know.
See me at camp. If you come into camp, we're gonna do camp. So I see you at the camp. So
and you know, Coach Ward and Freeway, everybody said to tell you what's up, man.
Tell them what's up, my people, boss. You know
what we do. Yeah, I already know. All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Pleasure meeting you. Appreciate you.
All right. Y'all keep
James.
it real. Continue to keep it real, Doc.
Always, brother.
Yes,
appreciate you.
Peace.
Legendary, man. James Washington joins the show. Watt's finest in the building, man. A lot of free game right there on a Thursday.
I got cut. We got to cut that last little piece so I can send. I'm going to send it to Mike.
Yeah. He said he had a
Mike not in studio right now just because it's mostly basketball talk right now. You know what I'm saying? I just texted to him and see what he's saying. That's funny.
Hell yeah. We're going to end the show real quick. We got to get out of here, but there's something that apparently wants to show, and Bailey wants to show it, but let's see.
Right, well, do your thing.
Do at one of my bitch-ass coaches that I fired.
Oh, for real?
Jesse Ornelas. So I threw it at his bitch ass. And I said, because he was in charge of it, I said, get these motherfuckers, your fucking prima donna puss ass bitch. Get your fucking players in that. He ended up being a little snaky bitch anyway, and he was a bitch. So, yeah.
I'm going to get him on the porch. You said Jesse Ornelas?
Yep.
Are we tanking him, Jesse? Why are you over there, coach? Are we tanking him or is he in Roger?
Yeah, Roger on this side.
Fuck, man. Why do I got to fucking see it? Coach, shut up! Fucking hear your mouth.
Let's go.
Hurry up, let's go.
He came near me, I beat the fuck out of him. By the way, can we rewind that? Show that very from the beginning. I want to see. Is that really him down there, homie, on the bottom? Right there?
He got money now, so he's eating good.
Show that picture of him right there, Bailey, of him on the left down there.
At the very beginning.
Where'd it go? The blue, him in the blue.
Y'all going the wrong way. It's at the very top. Yeah, right here.
Holy fuck.
He got money now. So you get money, you get bigger.
Money? That motherfucker ain't got no goddamn money.
He's elevated in the coaching world.
He ain't elevated shit. Same level.
Let me look him up. He coaches somewhere now.
I'm not calling a fucking D. He's been at a D2. And so, by the way, he couldn't even draw a fucking card. Okay, he couldn't draw a
Methodist head. He's a head football coach at Central Methodist.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is it? That ain't no elevation.
Central
By the way,
Methodist head football coach Dave Brown announced the hiring of Jesse Ornelas as the program's new. I'm sorry, he defensive coordinator. As the program's new defensive coordinator in January 2025. He will also serve as assistant head coach while on staff.
It's NAIA.
He's a D coordinator.
It's NAIA, by the way. It's way lower than JUCO. And number one,
but it's a bigger role for him. So now he has more money, so it's more food to eat, so a little bigger.
That motherfucker looks horrible.
Shout out to Coach Ornelas, man, doing this thing.
Anyway, that's a snake in the grass. And if you only knew what I did for that motherfucker, god damn. But anyway, I'm the asshole.
Kevin the Trucker is like, you must not have shout out to you, but just no way you have a full-time job. Like for you to actually do the work to go to Last Chance.
He found every clip of me yelling at him.
Find a clip that takes real time and work to do that. So shout out to you, Kevin the Trucker. But golly,
I'm reposting that. Anyway, shout out, man. Jay Aaron, he is coaching, but doesn't mean you coach. Just because you coach doesn't mean you're good at it.
D. Jones said, "Don't shout him out, Smitty. You know, I don't know what this dude. I'm messing with JB.
Jay Aaron, I know broads that say you fucked, but that just doesn't mean you're good at it. But anyway, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. It's Free Game Friday. Michael Cooper is in the building. Don't miss it on the realest show on planet Earth. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.